Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game.
Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience. There is only one dream, one prize, one moment of glory, to get your name etched with the greatest of all time. We all want it. We all need it. Only one will get it. This is our year. This is our time to live, to fight, to win. Lord Stanley, we are coming for you. We'll see you on the ice.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans of the United States and Newfoundland.
Hi, I'm Kate Burness, and you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Maybe I should turn my light on, eh? There we go. Welcome in. It's time. It's the Panthers looking to get some revenge against the Boston Bruins here in Game 2 in Boston. Wow, what a shocker the first one was. Well, not really a shocker that Boston won, but a shocker in the fact that the Panthers pretty much outplayed them the entire game. Boston got an early jump, a lucky power play, a power play goal, a couple little softies, but tonight the Panthers are looking to tighten things up and strike back, and strike back they will. So what's going on? AAU Triton, hello, my friend. Joanna, hello. NMC in the house. Dallas Hockey Girl, good to see you. Jason, what's up? Mike, Leafs better have a good game or they're in big trouble. Oh yeah, Mike, we're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight, because I was shame on me if I didn't. Terry, what's going on? Welcome in. TJ Brody. Let's not talk about yesterday. We have to a little bit. Just a little bit. Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. Jeffrey, good to see you. Hope you're well. Remy, welcome back. Great to see you. Leaf 71, yeah, bad performance, but hey, it's a new day, and today it's going to be all about the Panthers and the Bruins. Tomorrow, we'll be back to those Leafs and the Lightning. Bria, hello, PW, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. There's so much to talk about. Peter, how's it going? I got my name etched on your pajamas. Love it. Peter, you kill me. So let's talk Panthers. Let's talk Boston. Before we get into the projected lineups, it's time, and I need a good sound effect for this. It's the three keys of the game. The three keys for tonight's game, what we're going to watch for. First and foremost, for the Florida Panthers, faith of the Lion. That's right, the Lion is back in net tonight. Paul Maurice, the coach, had so many great things to say about his performance in Game 1. He was so high on what Lion could do that he's elected to go back with him tonight. Sergei Bobrovsky is backing up yet again. Now, it was Lion's first playoff game. Last game, oh, Triton got me with that freeze out of the gate. Why you? So there we go. Lion, his first playoff game ever was in Game 1, and he played absolutely Incredible. David, what's going on? Go Marchand, go far, far away. I like that. Key number 2, more good news for the Panthers. Sam Bennett is in, Bergeron is out. Panthers are getting Sam Bennett back for the first time since March 20th after he had missed 13 games due to a groin injury. So Bennett is coming back. He had 40 points on the year, 16 goals, 24 assists. So great for him to be back. For Bergeron, he's going to miss his second straight game. This is not good. He took the ice ahead of the morning skate, did not participate in the full warm-up with the team, so he's out. He's progressing well, apparently, so he's considered day-to-day, but he's no for tonight. Now, key number 3. It is controlling Barkov again. Salmon Leafs can only beat Tampa if Matthews and Marner aren't playing. Peter, that's funny, too. Controlling Barkov again. The Bruins did an exceptional job shutting down one of the best players on the Panther in Alexander Barkov. They kept him under wraps for game 1. He had no points, no shots in almost 20 minutes of play. Over the course of the regular season, he had 78 points in 68 games. So he's pretty amazing. He was second in team scoring, only behind Matthew Tkachuk. So we're going to look to see Barkov explode today. Leaf, what's going on? Theo, Sam Eagle, what's up? Sammy Leaf is bitter, I suppose. A little bitter, Bumanis, let's go Panthers. It's going to be a good one. So those are the 3 keys to the game. Now here is the projected lineups for the Panthers. It's Carter Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe, 40 goals scorer this year. He was awesome. He's with Barkov and Anthony Duclair. Duclair's got such great speed. So those 3 are together. Eetu Listerainen, he is with Sam Bennett and Matt Tkachuk. Then we got Ryan Lomberg with Anton Liddell and Sam Reinhart. That's a tough physical line. On the 4th line, it's Nick Cousins with Eric Stahl and Colin White. On the D-line, it's going to be Forsling with Ekblad, Mark Stahl with Brandon Montour, Josh Mara, and Rakudo Gudas. And of course, as mentioned, Alex Lyon getting the start. St. King, how's it going? Surf Bomb, what's up? Your Devils certainly did get schooled last night. But the good thing, Surf Bomb, we have something in common there. Our team's in game 1. But listen, it's only game 1. We're moving into the game 2s. It's going to be a different beast. The projected lineup for the Bruins tonight. Brad Marchand with Pavel Zacha and Jake DeBrusk. We got Tyler Bertuzzi with David Krejci and David Pasternak. Then slots in Taylor Hall with Charlie Coyle and Trent Fedoruk. Then Nick Foligno with Thomas Nosek and Garrett Hathaway. Orlov and McAvoy paired up on the D-line. Lindholm and Carlo. And then Forbert and Connor Clifton. Ullmark getting his second start. Of course, Linus Ullmark. What an unbelievable season he's had. The Bruins have just had a ridiculous year, setting records in points, setting records in wins. Ullmark, just sensational. So, Panthers are going to have a tough time with this Boston team. But if anybody can do it, it is the Panthers. So those are the projected lineups. Those are the keys to the game. This is a big one. Mike Jam, what's up? Beast fan here. Hope all the Panther fans are doing well. Mike Jam, that's so kind of you. And it's going to be a great game. And thanks for coming in and hanging out for sure. All right. So a bit of news to talk about if you haven't heard already. It was about a couple hours ago, came down. Michael Bunting of the Toronto Maple Leafs receiving a 3-game suspension for his hit on the Tampa Bay player. 3-game suspension. Of all the big hits we've seen in the playoffs today, some dirtier, there's been nothing. A 2-minute penalty issued, no suspensions, no fines. Maple Leafs throw a big hit, and I will agree it was not a good hit. It was dirty. He should have received a game suspension for the hit to the head. I will give them that, a game. 3 games is ridiculous. Now there's history here, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more first intermission. There is some history between Sheldon Keefe and Wes McCauley. So more to come on that at first intermission. So make sure you stick around as we talk about that story that is unfolding. But just to call it out, The Leafs have lost 8 straight playoff games where Wes McCauley's been the referee. Just saying. But more to come on that. Let's go over to talk about the Panthers and the Bruins. If you haven't paid a whole lot of attention this year, you may have missed the story of what the Florida Panthers have been doing. Last year, the Florida Panthers were the best team in the NHL. They won the President's Trophy. They were flying high. They had a tough time in the playoffs. They did not do very well. So what happens in the offseason? Well, the big trade, Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar shipped out of town, going to Calgary, and we get Matt Tkachuk coming back to Florida. It was a tough start to the year. The Panthers couldn't gel. They had some injuries. They were just battling through it, and the Panthers started off really low in the standings. They started creeping up, then they were pushed back down. They started rising again. They had a spectacular end of the season, and they found themselves in the wild card spot, and here they are taking on these Bruins. So the Panthers have been climbing that ladder to get to this moment. Captain Tuttle, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you. Adrian, how's it going? Go Bruins. Go Bruins. Wow. What a bad loss for Leafs. It was, but we're going to talk about that a lot more at the first. The players are on the ice. They're getting ready for the opening anthems, and then we're going to switch it over to the game screen. So now is that time. If you haven't already, smash that like button and hit the share button. Share out the stream link so we get it out there in social medias. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate it very much. Road Warriors, what's going on? Coming in with the Bruins. Road Warriors going with the Bruins. So while they're doing the anthems, give us your early predictions. Where do you think this game is going? Do the Panthers have a chance? Or are you giving it to the Bruins? Is it going to be another 3-1 score? Is it going to be a 1-goal game? Or is this going to get blown out of the water? Now, the hot players to watch, if you don't know who the hot players are on these teams, well, for the Bruins, it's David Pastrnak. He's got 10 points in his last 5 games. As well, Brad Marchand, you cannot count him out at all. For the Panthers, Tkachuk, 7 points in his last 5. You got Barkov over there as well as Verhaeghe. These two teams, they traditionally match up okay. In fact, during the regular season, they tied the season series. Now, it was 2 wins for the Bruins. It was 2 wins for the Panthers. Even though one of those wins was an overtime win, it's still a win. So that's why I think this series is going to end up being a lot closer than people think. But the Panthers will win 1 or 2. They certainly will. Bruins 3-2 in overtime. John's going with the OT. Wow. Makar, how's it going? What's going on? Anthony, what's going on? The Bruins man himself. Welcome in, Anthony. It's going to be a good one. Fire Dan coming in. What's going on? Jason, 4-3 Panthers. Jason's going Panthers. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think tonight's going to swing. I think they're going to split tonight. I think Florida takes this one. They're going to go back to Florida. I think it's going to be a split in Florida to tie this one at 2 games apiece. And all of a sudden, it's going to become a best of 3 game series, which is going to be just wild. Just wild. All right, the anthems are wrapped. They're ready to go. The lights are on. Let's switch it over to the game screen and get ready to drop that puck. There's Alex Lyon. What a spectacular game he had in game 1. He gave up a couple lucky goals, a couple fluke goals, but he's looking to come and shut that door tonight. Let's get this refreshed. Linus Ullmark, again, what an absolutely ridiculous season Ullmark has had. You know, Ullmark is, I've been watching him since when he was initially picked up in Buffalo. He should have stayed in Buffalo, but man, he comes over to the Bruins and he has just been unheard of. Lights out this season. Matrix, hello, we eat, sleep playoff hockey. Yes, we do. Tyler, what's going on? Go Panthers. It's about to get real. Come on, refs. Let's drop that puck. It's game time. I'm going to take off the scarf because it's a little hot. But let's go, Panthers. Here we go. Puck is dropped, and it's going to end up in the Panther zone behind the net. Coming back to pick it up, Florida. Going to put it along the boards. Takes a little bit of a funny hop there. Sitting there now. It's picked up. It's going to be cleared out to center ice. Picked up by Lusterinen. He's going to throw this one in. Down to pick it up. There's Bennett with a big hit. And it rolls to the side of the net. And Allmark is going to drop down and cover that up real quick. Already some words between Foligno and Tkachuk going back and forth. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate that. A bunch of subscribers off the top. So thank you so much. We are on our way to 6K. Let's see if we can get there. Just past Sam in top points. Nice. Just in time for puck drop. And my points aren't real points. I had to assign myself a certain number of points. So I had them in case of emergency. So you way to go, Terry. Would like to sleep. Good evening. Everything is great. Hope everything is good over on your side. So we got another quick whistle, and let's get this puck. Let's get this game on. What's with all these early whistles? Let's pick up the pace, pick up the speed. Barkov in to take the draw for the Panthers. Scramble draw. Barkov's going to win it, but it splits the two defense. It's going to come all the way back down. Florida has to clear, but here's a turnover. Coming back for the one-timer. Oh, and the Bruins fanned on it. They had a gift and just fanned on it. Zaka didn't get all of it. Here's another shot from the point. That hits a body. Goes up and out of play. Carlo teeing that one up. So already the puck is not bouncing Florida's way. Coming off the boards. A nice little chance there for Boston. They fanned on it. And they pick it up behind the net. And we're able to get a good scoring opportunity out of that one. Nice little blocker stop there by Lyon. He's going to deflect that up and out of play. Refs are a little tired. Come on, let's go. Everybody's a little tired, but it's game 2. Let's fire this one up. So in to take this for the Bruins is David Krejci. Krejci, he gets waved off. Bertuzzi comes in, taking the draw against Lundell. Lundell's going to win it back to Mark Stahl. Panthers play it around their net, up off the boards. Comes back ahead. Lundell trying to get in there. Sorry, Lundberg trying to get in there. Gets into the slot. Quick shot. Bruins had to be sharp there. They're going to steer that one aside. Panthers can't keep it in. It comes out over the line. Trying to turn it around and put it right back in was Lundell. And it goes up and into the seats. So quick start for both teams. Both teams getting a couple chances. Getting a couple shots. But just missed. Allmark, the way he's moving laterally is really, really good. So the Panthers are moving from my right across to the left. They're wearing the white jerseys tonight. Boston going the other way from left across to the right. And they are wearing the black jerseys with the yellow shoulders. Dallas, what's going on? Oh, potato soup. Here's Sam Bennett coming in to take the draw for the Panthers. And Boston is going to win that one. Bruins going to play it up along the boards. Panthers knock it right back in. And another offside call. Can we go more than 30 seconds without a whistle? The whistles have been going fast and furious. Now, if you watched the first game, or if you listened to it, it was a hard-hitting physical affair. Big time. A lot of penalties coming up. A lot of cheap shots by both teams. So the Panthers want to set this tone early again. Get things moving in their direction. Scramble off the draw. Florida's going to put this in. Boston picks it up, and here's a long outlet pass by DeBrusk. Going to roll right down on Lyon. Lyon's going to make the stop. And there's Taylor Hall, who's going to roll up in front of the Florida Panther goaltender. So that was more and more whistles. It's tough to get in the flow of these games when they're just rolling it in on the goalie. So let's go, boys. 2 registered shots for Boston so far. They didn't give Florida the credit for theirs. Bennett's going to lose the draw back to the point. Here's a high shot. That's going to sail over. And that's going to actually tip and go out of play. So again, another face-off. This is going to be like a record for face-offs in the first 3 minutes. Thank you, subscribers. Continuing to hit that subscribe button. Most games with 30-plus total face-offs. Bo Horvat has 9. Barkov with 8. So Barkov is used to taking a whole lot of draws. Now this time, maybe. Colin, welcome in. Rick, hello there. Good to see ya. We are going to keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard, the other games that are underway. Right now, it's 1-0 Carolina over the Islanders. Here's the Panthers. They're going to win the draw. They steal it. Lundberg brings it up, and he kind of tripped himself up over it. Now he's got to circle it back to his own defense. Going cross ice. Long pass. Panthers going to move it into the Boston zone. Lundberg puts it in the corner. The Bruins pick it up, circle it around the far side. Here it comes. Is that Pasternak? He's going to carry it up, puts it into the Panthers zone. And the Bruins are in offside. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people on the ice, the blue line that stretches across, the puck has to cross that first. You're in the NHL. You should know what offside is. Holy cow, we've had so many offsides. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. April, how's it going? Colin Reinhardt for the first goal. There's a prediction for you. Oh my gosh, I didn't make my Tim Hortons picks. I better see if I can get those in. If you're like me and you forgot, make sure you get your picks in. Here's Florida, stole it in the high slot. Boston takes it right back. Here comes Boston. Flying down. Foligno centers it and cross. Great save by Lyon. Lyon made a great save, and he gets bumped into by Hathaway. So this fourth line causing a little bit of trouble for the Panthers, making a nice pass across, and the little bumpsy going into the goaltender. Now this, what happened in game one, is there were a few bumps to the goaltender, and it kind of rattled him a little bit, and Lyon did give up a softie. All right, we're going to take Draisaitl in tonight's game. We're going to go with... Who else do we want to go with? Sorry, I got to make my Tim Hortons picks. Let's go with Fogle as well. And go Yamamoto. 3 Oilers. We're going 3 Oilers tonight. Oilers going to have a big game. Jacob, what's going on? Welcome in. Celebrating his memberversary. Lauren, what's going on? I can smell the sweet stench of multiple sweeps. Oh boy. Florida trying to get it out of their own zone. They're going to chip it up. Long pass across for Hagee. Couldn't quite handle that. Bruins going to bring it back in their own zone. Cross ice pass. Here comes Boston starting to work their way up. Through the neutral zone, going to roll it in. Lyon is out to stop it behind the Panthers' goal. Look out. He almost gave it away. Florida can't get it to Barkov. Bruins, come on, that was outside. They bring it in, but the ref says no offside. Bruins have it around behind the net. I guarantee you if Boston scores here, Panthers are going to challenge. This goes to the corner. Zaka can't put it in. Some more physicality in the corner. Panthers bouncing the puck off the boards, trying to get it out. Now they're going to reverse it around. Comes to the far side. Panthers playing it back. You got to get to the puck. Here's Montour. Playing it, comes in front, stolen by Boston. Taking a look, it's McAvoy. He's going to pass it around behind the net. Trying to get it back to McAvoy. He can't get it. Florida recovers. They pick up the puck, send it behind their own net. But the defense wasn't ready for it. They're going to try again, gets it up to the forwards. Here's Tkachuk, going to throw it out. High stick by Montour, knocks it down. Boston picking it up in the neutral zone. Now we're going. Both teams really going here. Getting some line changes on the fly. Let's go. Stolen by Tkachuk. Tkachuk comes in right in front. Florida all alone. What a save. Great save by Allmark. Florida had a great chance in the slot, but they were in too close. Had nowhere to go on the backhand, and a beauty save by Allmark. As McAvoy takes a swipe at the head of Tkachuk, they're having words. But what a stop by Allmark. Great play by Tkachuk to keep it online, and a nifty little pass to put it to Listerainen. He was right in front, but had nowhere to go. Just a little soft backhander. Unbelievable. Thank you for the couple subscribes coming in. Appreciate that. We are now officially less than 50 subscribers to go to 6K. Thank you for your help in getting closer to that goal. So we got a draw to the left of the Boston keeper. Florida in there, digging. It's a scramble draw. Florida's going to win it back to the point. Walking it to the center ice, thrown in front. That's going to be knocked down to the side. Here comes Lundell. He gets hammered in the boards. Florida going to pick it up on the other side. Boston is all over them. Boston trying to get it out. They're having some trouble. They got to back it up. Allmark comes out. He plays it off the boards. Kept in by the Panthers. Panthers trying to get it. Here comes Forbort. He's going to try the other side. Boston finally gets it up through the neutral zone, but it's knocked back down by Ekblad. Ekblad going to play it back around, and here's Florida regrouping. Eric Stahl waiting for the puck. He picks it up, sends it to the center ice. Too far for his line mate. Could not get it to Colin White, and now it goes out of play, and we got another whistle. So after a slow start to this game, some great fast pace back and forth. Russ, how's it going? Russ, are you at the game, Russ? There you go. Remy, you just got your picks in. There you go. Just doing our civil duty to remind everybody to get your Tim Hortons picks in. So if anybody knows anybody from Tim Hortons head office and you want to sponsor us, just reach out. Boston going to win this draw. It was at center ice. They're going to roll it all the way in. Lyon comes out to play it. He's going to play it up. Florida has to tip it up ahead. Kano, come on, guys, skate. Stahl with the puck. He's going to roll it in, and they're going to go offside again. So that's about the 8th offside here to start this game. But a great pace. Once they got going, this was a great pace. It was Nick Cousins who just came offside. I was doing my civil duties. Did you do your Wally Quest? I did not, Triton. I haven't turned it on in days. Which stall is this? There's 2 stalls, Dallas. Eric Stahl and Mark Stahl. They have 2 of the 3 stalls. Lorraine, I didn't realize that I wasn't already subbed. I was getting you as suggestions without being subbed. So at least you know your videos are easily accessible. Well, Lorraine, thank you for letting me know that. Thanks for subscribing. Hopefully you did hit the button. But thanks for letting me know the videos were coming up in the recommendation page. Thank you, YouTube, for helping us get out. And that's why hitting those like buttons are so important, because when more people hit the likes, it shares it all over the place. So fans like Lorraine can find us and see us and come and hang out. So thanks for letting me know that it's working. Do the freeze that you always do. Oh, Adrian, I'm sure we'll see lots of that as we go. There it is. Jason's going to drop that freeze. Zaka sends it around. DeBrusque has it in the corner, trying to come out. Eric Stahl is there. He's going to play it around. A stick goes flying. Lyon comes with a poke check, trying to move it away. Who's lost the stick? It was a Boston player. He goes to recover it. At the point, Boston picking it up. Teeing it up from the point. Great save by Lyon. This is going to come back. Boston still working through. It was Brendan Carlo who just laid into that one. Florida really upping the physicality here. Both teams battling hard, and the officials letting them go. They're not blowing anything, which is okay. If you're going to let them play and you're letting both teams play, it's A-okay. Boston back with it in the Florida territory. Forsling coming in, throwing some hit. Florida's going to pick it out and get it up. Terry getting the shimmy in there. Getting the shimmy. PM Steezy, what's going on? Get those likes up and share the stream. Bumanis, thank you. We're going to shimmy it up. Here's McAvoy playing it around. Boston sending it up the middle. Here they come. They're going to tip it in. The chase is on. Forsling going back. He doesn't get there first. Bruins pick it up. They're given a little bit of space. Now they come in and close on them. Florida 3-on-2 as they work into the Boston zone. Drop pass. Here's a shot. Nice save by Allmark. Coming up big again. Boston a little slow getting back. And Florida able to get a nice shot. Allmark standing tall so far. Looks like they're going to go to a commercial break. And again, thank you as the subscribers continue to roll in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it very, very much. If you're new and this is your first time finding us, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. And I just realized our top little bar is not displaying. So let's refresh that. There we go. Now it's complete. So welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a great time tonight, as we always do. QT, who's your favorite team? What's your favorite team? I'm a little embarrassed to say it today after the horrible loss yesterday, but the Toronto Maple Leafs are my number 1 team, and the Florida Panthers, they're my number 2. They're my number 2, and I get it. They're in tough. Listen, we had a tough go last year. Tampa Bay Lightning took out my Maple Leafs and took out my Florida Panthers. This year, it could be the Boston Bruins taking out my Panthers and taking out my Maple Leafs. So it's a tough division to be in. It's a tough conference to be in, but they're my top two teams. I'm in the Toronto area, and I've born and raised, so I've always been a Maple Leaf fan. I do spend some time in Florida, and Florida has kind of over time become my number two team. If you're in the Florida area and driving over to Sunrise isn't a long trip for you, I highly recommend going and pick up some tickets and going to a game. It is absolutely so much fun. First of all, the Panther Stadium, what do they call it? FLA Stadium now. Beautiful stadium, really good job. The food is mediocre, but it's a lot of fun. The great seats, great view of the ice. So we always enjoy it. So that is that. What else did I want to tell you? This week coming up, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs again tomorrow for game number 2. I hope it's different. We're taking Friday off. There's going to be no hockey on Friday, but we'll be back with a couple weekend streams. Saturday night will be game 3, the Leafs and the Tampa Bay. And then Sunday night, it's a late one, the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. So that's going to get us through the weekend. We're working on our schedule for the following week, and we'll get all those games scheduled as well. In Fulham, West London, UK, what other nations outside of North America are here? Sunrise is a bit of a drive for us, Lorraine. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit. All right, they're back from commercial break. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Let's all get to know each other a little bit. Where is everybody from? Hey, Fred, welcome in. Here's a quick shot by Foligno. Nice stop there by Lyon. Florida's going to pick this one up, send it into the Boston zone. Oh my gosh, they're going to call them offside again. Chuck is shaking his head. He's like, okay, yeah, it's offside. It's offside, sure. Lewis, what's going on? Welcome in. Good evening. Just get your water car and drive across the pond. Oh, that would be quite... I don't know if I'd want to trust the water car for that far of a drive, but that would be fun. That would be great. I will say it's on the list. I've never been over to the UK. Somewhere I'd love to go when I get a chance. There it is. Puck is dropped. Florida. They're going to hammer this one into the Boston zone. Shots are now 5-4. Florida coming around behind the net. They're going to keep it in. It bounces out in front. They almost picked it up, but Boston able to recover. Here comes the Bruins. Forward's going to throw this all the way down. Lyon out to stop it. Hanging on to it. For's waiting. Watched by Bertuzzi. Now he's going to play it up along. Comes through the middle. Both teams having some trouble in the other team's side. They're coming through the neutral zone with no problem, but when they get into the other team's zone, they're having some issues. Southwest Minnesota. Go Wild Hockey. Matrix, a big Wild win the other night. We'll see how they do later on this evening. Lyon going to play this ahead. Forsling going to send it around behind the net. This is going to keep coming. Here comes Florida. Florida trying to get it going. Long pass off the stick. The puck is bouncing all over the place here. Trying to pick it up. Here they come. Let's go Bruins. The chat is starting across the stadium. The arena is getting loud. Florida in the corner. Going to wrap it around. It's going to take a funny hop off the stanchions, and that's going to bounce out. Long pass. Boston trying to get in there. Trying to dig it out of the corner, and Florida coming back on the back check. Nice play. Panthers with the puck. Going to go off the boards. Comes out. Oh, no. Nice job there by the Bruins to keep it in. They got 4. Here's a quick shot, and a glove save by Lyon. Wow. The Bruins caught a lucky bounce, and they turned into like a 4-on-2. And a great opportunity for Boston. And they were just able to get a nice shot, but Lyon was looking spectacular. Redbox, well, how's it going? Welcome, Thunder Bay. Well, welcome in. Just scrolling back my car from Owen Sound. Let's see. Did I miss everybody? Anybody? I can take you to Fulham Football Club, no problem. Nice. Jacob, what's going on? Leafs in 7, maybe. Jacob, 12 months. Congratulations. Long-time channel member. Michigan Wolverines hockey, welcome in. The Wolves in the house. We're going to play this in. It's down around Boston's net. Picked up by Allmark. Boston going to play it. Turned over to Florida. Panthers. Cousins. He's going to spin and get knocked down. White trying to get in there, and he gets it stripped away. Here comes the Bees trying to work it out. Florida can't keep it in. Battling through the neutral zone. It comes to Coyle. Coyle. Pass across. Here's Boston. Quick shot. Great save again by Lyon. Here's another shot coming through. And Lyon has been a busy man, but he has looked spectacular. All right, QT. Hope we'll see you again soon. Taylor Hall, what a chance. This is going to come out. Forberg has to come all the way back and pick it up. Here he goes. Forsling picks up the puck. He's going to get it ready. Panthers starting to go. 10 and a half minutes to go here in the first period. Jade, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's a quick shot by the Panthers, and Allmark is going to make that stop. Both goaltenders making some great saves. Boston in the neutral zone. It got knocked down with a high stick, so they had to leave it until Florida touched it. Now Boston's able to play it. They're going to roll this into the Panther territory. Forsling back to get it. I feel like Forsling has been on the ice for the entire 10 minutes. Here comes Florida. Going to send this back into the Boston zone. Both teams using the dump and chase. Here's Florida. Walking out behind the net, wrapping around, looking in front, can't get the shot, it's blocked. Here they're going to go again, it's Bennett. Going to give it to Montour. Montour going to throw it across ice to an open corner. Going to put that into the other corner. Listerainen goes in to pick it up. He's going to put it in the middle of the ice, and it's picked up by Boston. Nice puck possession there by the Panthers. Boston going to put this one deep in the Panthers zone. Everybody's going to change up. Get some fresh legs on. Here they come. Just let us know I'll be here for all the hockey games. Awesome, Remy. Here comes Boston working their way back down in the Florida zone. The pace here is picking up. In the corner, trying to get it out. It comes to Lomberg. Lomberg, he's going to pass this by the Boston defender, and he gets stood up. Can't pick it up at the Panthers. Boston's able to clear, but again, the Panthers pick it up in the neutral zone. Trying to get it set up. Remy's from Scarborough. Awesome. We got people from all over. Geraldtown, awesome. 3 hours from Thunder Bay. Nice, Leafs. In the corner, Florida's going to pick it up, chip it over to Gudas. Gudas going to play it along the boards. Panthers can't get it out. They're going to try again. This hand goes up. We got a penalty. Is it Gudas or Marchand? They were both kind of hacking and whacking at each other. And it looks like it's going to be Gudas. Gudas is going to get the call. So Gudas, I think the Panthers are going to take a penalty. And that's going to put the Bruins on the power play when they return. Boston with a chance to go up in this game. Wow. So they're going to get a crazy chance. Both teams really digging in hard. Let me look at the hits number. The shots are about even. 8-6 are the hits in favor of Florida. So they're taking it to Boston. And it looks like, excuse me, it's not Gudas. Gudas and Marchand were battling each other. Did they call 2 penalties here? It's showing Gudas for cross-checking, and it's showing, oh, dear Lord, this is not happening. Instead, I got to see the replay of what transpired here. According to this, they're giving Gudas and Lomberg both a 2-minute penalty. So 2 Panthers taking a penalty on that play. Spencer, how's it going? What is going on here with these Panthers? How are they taking 2 penalties? All right, okay. So they've just updated it. It looks like Gudas has come off the board. So Lomberg is going to get the only penalty. Wow, that made me real nervous. If that was going to be if it was going to be a 5-on-3, that was not going to be good. But it looks like Gudas has come off the board. So Lomberg is getting the cross check. It looks like a cross check against Brad Marchand. Another shimmy McCarr redeeming the shimmy. Let's get that shimmy going. Get it going there at commercial break. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Make sure to smash that like button. We want to get up to 100 likes. We're sitting at about 65. So hit that like. Let's see how quick we can get that up to 100. English, what's going on? Welcome in. Up, up, down, down. Predicting 6-4 Boston. Wow. We'll see. Listen, if there's a team that can do it, it is definitely Boston. So I'm watching the replay. Lomberg, yep, that's a good call. Good cross check. Lomberg out of nowhere. on Marchand. Marchand kind of went down like he was hit with an axe, and Lundberg doesn't cross-check that hard, so a little bit of an embellishment, but that's okay. It's playoffs. It is playoffs. Florida trying to get it out. They do. Boston trying to get this one in. Big Sam, not Bug. English, that's okay. That's all. It's all good. You can call me a bug if you want. Here comes Boston. Back to the point. Krejci putting it in front. Nice little block shot, and it's picked up by Florida. They're going to skate it out now, roll this one down the ice. The penalty ticking away. Here comes Boston. They're getting ready to come back at it. Bringing this one into the Panthers zone. Panthers have to go back in the corner. Gudas is there. He can't get it. Comes around to Mark Stahl. Stahl's going to hold it for a bit, and now he's going to flip this one all the way down the ice. And it actually goes right onto the goaltender. Allmark had to be sharp with that rolling puck. Boston going to drop it back. 1:10 left to go in the power play. Coming across, Marchand almost lost it. They're going to play this one in. Lyon out to knock it down behind the net. He does. Florida trying to get it out. Boston goes down. Stahl is doing a job in the corner there, battling with Krejci. Going to come around. Boston keeps it in, throws it to that empty corner. Coming around, Krejci plays it to the point. Cross ice for the one-timer, and Lyon is there with the glove to make an unbelievable save. Jade Station TV, who do you think will win the Florida-Boston series? You know what, Jade? To be honest, I have Florida. And not just because I'm a Florida fan. I really believe that of all the teams that could have met Boston, Florida is the one team that can knock them off. It's unfortunate about bunting maybe one game, but 3 is a little bit ridiculous. It is very much ridiculous. But we're going to talk about that at first intermission. We're going to talk about that whole Maple Leaf situation. There's a bigger story there. Florida's going to get this one out and down the ice. Allmark is going to come out and set it up. 30 seconds left to go in the Boston penalty. Here's Boston going to drop this one back. Chernik is questionable for game 2. Yeah, Lewis, we're going to talk about that at first intermission. Reinhardt in the corner. They're holding it up there in the boards. Ekblad in there. Forsling in there. Marchand in there. And Orlov gets it back to the point. Cross ice. Big shot. Lyon makes the save. The puck is there. It's loose. Marchand couldn't put it up. Nice defensive play there by the Panthers to collapse down and help out their goaltender. Coming around, and Reinhardt's going to clear this one out. That's going to do it. The power play has expired. Panthers kill it off, and they're back to even strength. Panthers trying to pick it up. They hold it in for a moment. Now it comes out. Boston's going to dump this one in the corner. Mark Stahl's going to go back for the Panthers. He's going to elude a hit. Plays it along the boards. A little bit of a holding there. Here comes Stahl. He's going to play it up. That misses the Panther line mates. And the Boston going to turn and come right back. And they miss their passes. Nobody complete a pass all of a sudden. Here's Tkachuk. He's going to play it up. Florida coming in. Quick shot there by Verhaeghe, and that's blocked. Here's Coyle. He's going to miss his pass, and that's going to be an icing call. So with about 6.5 left to go in the first period, this is coming back into Boston territory. Thank you, subscriber, hitting that subscribe button. 73 likes. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent job on the likes so far. There's Jason bringing up the Panther, bringing up Stanley C. 5-7. The shots. Boston leads with 7 shots on net. Coyle in to take the draw. Florida's going to win that back. It's kind of scrambled on the boards. Boston comes away with it. They're going to play this up. Here comes Coyle. He's working his way up. He's going to throw the Panthers stick away. Going to play this in. Coming in. Quick shot. And that doesn't get through to the net. Taylor Hall. Hall has had a couple great opportunities here. Panthers and Bruins battling it out in these corners, going in the trenches. Bruins going to put it right back there behind the net. With the wraparound, Lyon has to close those legs. And again, it's Hall with an opportunity. Taylor Hall. Wow. He has come up in this game, and he's had some great opportunities. Fedoruk getting close in there as well. Unbelievable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in and this is your first time joining us for any of our hockey streams, you're earning points just by being part of the stream. You can check your points at any time by doing !points in the chat, and that will tell you how many points you have. Then you can use your points. Well, you can hold on to them and climb our leaderboard, or you can redeem your points and bring your own graphics up on the screen. So you can call shimmies, make me have to shimmy. You can freeze the host. You can bring up your Panther graphics, your Bruin graphics. It's all there. Am I going to be opening more Tim Hortons cards? I am not going to be opening any more today because shame on me. I bought a couple packs and I couldn't resist, and I opened them during the day. But I'm shame on me. I know, but they're just so good. I couldn't resist. I did get here's my beauty from today. The championship resume Jean Beliveau. We picked up the Jean Beliveau earlier today, which was nice. But for tomorrow, I will go pick some up for tomorrow. There's a redeem freeze. There we go. Got that freeze. But yeah, I'm gonna swing by. I'm gonna go pick up a nice toasty ice cap in the morning. So we'll grab up a couple of packs, and we'll get those for this. I'll do my best to save it for the Leaf game tomorrow night and crack those open. So we'll see. It's so hard though. Maybe I should go later in the day because then it's not as tempting. Gordon, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. You guys are bad. You're fueling my card addiction. But they're so good. But I did pick up the binder today. I think it was Remy. You told me yesterday, you said you better get the binder before they're gone. I did pick up the Tim Hortons Legends binder so you can put all your cards in it. Well, I guess it's not really a binder. It's more because there's nothing. Well, I guess it is a binder, a folder, whatever you want to call it. Let's get back to the game. Hey, Charlie, what's going on? Here's Boston with the puck in the zone. Marchand is going to send it towards the net. That gets knocked down. Zaka sends it back to Marchand. Another shot. Right now, Boston's just throwing everything to the net. Forsling going to carry this around. He goes high off the glass. Gets it out to the neutral zone. Bringing it back. It's Jake DeBrusk. Pass up. Trying to split through the D. Nice play there by Pavel Zacha. Couldn't get through. Lyon with the save. Rebound was there. And Boston's jumping on all the rebounds right now. Florida caught watching a little bit. You want to watch? Buy a ticket. Here comes the Panthers. They're going to send this one down the ice. Got to change the line. We got about 5 minutes to go. I like that they include the women's hockey and the Tim's cards. Up, up, down, down. I agree 100%. I think it's phenomenal. They did that with the Team Canada set last year, which I thought was a great idea. And I love that they're doing it again with the Legends. Florida's going to bank this one in. Listereinen's going to go in the corner, trying to get it across. Cannot do it. Here comes Boston. They're going to get it out again. Florida's slowing this one down. Only one penalty so far in this period. And here comes the Panthers 2-on-2. Quick shot. Allmark makes the save. No rebound there to jump on. Lamero Hockey, what's going on? Let's go Bruins. They're legends from back when Gretzky, Esposito, and Wendell Clark. Makar, yeah, they're so awesome. They did such a great job with these cards that it's really, really impressive. And they're much better quality than the regular set that they did at the beginning of the year. The cards they did at the beginning of the year, I didn't really like the quality. These are great. Monte Cristo, what's going on? Do you think Florida is a better team since making the Huberdeau deal? Well, that's a very interesting question. Here's Florida right off the draw. And Allmark again is going to stop that one. That's a great question. Do I think they're better since making the Huberdeau deal? It's almost too difficult to say. George coming in with the subscribe, and this is why. It's not just that they moved Huberdeau and Uyghur, but they also lost Giroux. They lost a lot of people in the offseason. So it's really hard to compare the teams. Quick shot, rebound is there. Lumberg gonna put it towards the net. Can't do it. Florida getting close. Boston in the corner. They're mucking it up. Lumberg is in there. It's gonna come around behind the net. Florida getting very aggressive. Boston's gonna move it up, but they can't control the pass. Here comes the Panthers again. They are on the hunt. Coming in, quick shot. That's going to be blocked by Boston. In front, another shot that gets blocked. Here comes Boston moving it up. My first adult job was working at Chico, preseason Deming, Sasha's Hamburger Patties here in Regina. The Islanders, my main team, also because of Patson's. And that's true. Coming around. Quick shot by Boston. That gets through. And the Panthers able to clear. And we get an icing call. Thank you. Continuing to hit that subscribe button. An icing call, and this is going to come back into Panther territory. Mike, what's going on? Yeah, we're going to talk about that at first intermission. All right, let me read the rest of Terry's message here. Islanders, my main team, also because many expats and SAS players on it. Oh. So were you Terry? Were you a CFL guy with the Saskatchewan Roughriders? Here's Florida. They're going to put this one out down the ice. Boston back to pick it up. Drew always going to be a rental for the Cats. Yeah. I kind of thought because they had such a good season he'd stay, but then when I realized he was from Ottawa, it made perfect sense why he went over there. Back in the corner, Forsling trying to pick it up. Down around, Boston steals it, putting it to the point. They couldn't get the shot off right away. They delay. Now the shot, that gets blocked up and out of play. So with 3:12 in the first period, we're going to get another face-off. Billy, what's going on? Welcome in. Billy Boy the Great, welcome in. So let's take, while they're taking a look, let me scroll up and see the out-of-town scores. Carolina still up 1-0. Oh, 2-0. Carolina just scored to go ahead 2-0, and that's in the second period. Let's take a quick peek at who the goal scorers were. Paul Stastny from Slavin and Jarvis, and Nosen just picked up his second of the series. Puck is back in play. Boston has it deep in the Panther territory. Excuse me. Going to spin around. Boston with the puck. Marchand looking to pass it. He gets it to the point. Sending it around. Here's a shot to the front of the net. And that again is going to be steered up and outside. So Boston doing some nice puck movement, but Alex Lyon is a superhero right now for the Florida Panthers. He has been playing phenomenal. Toxic Swag, what's going on? Welcome in. Here everyone is a Riders fan. Or else they'll lynch you. That's funny, Terry. They were so, wasn't it Getzlaff? Was it Ryan Getz? Not Ryan Getzlaff. Who is the Getzlaff that played on the Rough Rider team? He was awesome. I can't think of his name. That was Saskatchewan, right? Where Getzlaff played? Ryan Getzlaff's brother from the Anaheim Ducks. Here's Florida going to dump it in. Boston giving chase. 2.5 minutes to go. In the corner. Boston, long pass. Here comes Boston. They got a 3-on-2 coming up the other way. 4-on-2. They stay onside. Coming in. What a back check. Holy cow. Sam Bennett with the back check of the century. Great play. Florida taking that one away. Long pass. Florida almost got caught for too many men on the ice. A little bit of a sloppy line change. April, how's it going? Welcome in. Gonna put this in. They're gonna hammer it in. Florida hammers it into the Boston zone. Chasing it down. It is in there deep. In the corner. Here comes the Bruins. Bruins on the way. Gonna chip this in. Yes, George, thank you for subscribing. Boston trying to get this one through. Continuing to pull it out. But Florida gets it out of their own zone. Playing a great defensive job. Here's Gudis. He's in there. He's battling hard. Boston getting it to Pasternak. He's going to take a shot. Lyon makes that save. It goes into the far side. Lindholm. He's trying to play it back. He comes out. Florida forcing them out. Florida forcing them all the way back into their own zone. You think the Panthers would have offered him a deal extension to stay? Oh, for sure. Yeah. They would have offered him a chance to stay. Oh, there's a takedown. Florida's going to take another penalty here. Forsling is going to take a penalty for taking down. Was it Pasternak? Chris Getzlaff. Ah, there we go. I knew there was another Getzlaff. So Florida's going to take another penalty here. It's only the second one of the period. Pasternak trying to get through. Forsling doing a good job. He's going to kind of take Pasternak down. Pasternak goes down a little too easily there. But nonetheless, with 1:07 left to go, Boston's going to get a chance to get on the scoreboard here. 2 minutes on the clock. Fans on the feet, fans waving the yellow towels. Pasternak trying to catch his breath there. Here comes the Bruins, setting it up. Barkov versus Krejci, battle. Krejci's going to get waved out. Marchand is going to come in to take it. Now it's Marchand versus Barkov. Scramble draw. Panthers are going to win that. They're going to flip it up, but they can't get it out. Comes back to the line.
Last minute of play in this period.
Side of the net. Boston coming out in front. Marchand takes a shot. Rebound is there. Lyon makes the save. Where's the puck? It's cleared to the corner. Marchand tries to throw a hit on Mark Stahl. It's stolen by Barkov. Barkov with a partial break. Coming in, Barkov. What a save by Ullmark. Ullmark going post to post with the splits. Robs Barkov shorthanded. Wow, what a great save. Here comes Boston the other way. Marchand, he's going to take an off-balance shot. Picked up by the Panthers. They're going to flip it out and down the ice. What an incredible save. Hitting Marchand should not be a penalty. That's funny. That was an absolutely incredible save by Ullmark. Barkov just could not get the puck up. Pass across. Boston holding it in. Coming to the center of the ice to McAvoy. Cross, backdoor play. Trying to go again. And they can't do it. 2 seconds. Can they get one more shot off? And no, there goes the horn. And there's a slash after the buzzer. That should be a penalty. If you're going to call the little play earlier, what about that slash after the buzzer? That should be a penalty. I guarantee you it won't be. But a great penalty, ladies and gentlemen. The Florida Panthers again playing the Boston Bruins hard and tight. Let's go over to our intermission studio. Here we go, intermission time, ladies and gentlemen. Our intermission, of course, is brought to you by Urban Beard, the Canadian beard care company. If you're one that is facially full and you want to keep it soft, looking full and smooth, check them out, Urban Beard. You can zap that QR code. It'll take you to their website, and then use promo code Samwelb12 for 20% off. We are an affiliate from them, so we do get a portion of the sales that go through. So check them out, Urban Beard, and use promo code Samwelb12. You think that Ottawa was outbid? Whoops, where did that go? Think Ottawa was outbid, or just Giroux was set on going to play in Canada? Oh, I think he was going there. I think he got tons of offers, and that was just where he wanted to go. So no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was going there the whole time. All right, let's do a quick rundown of the stats so far in this game. There is no score. However, 12 shots for Boston, 9 shots for Florida. Florida with 2 power plays so far, none for the Panthers. Of course, Boston will still have about 50 seconds left when the second period starts. In the face-offs, it's Florida 56% to 44% of Boston. 6 block shots for the Panthers, 3 for the Bruins. 3 takeaways for the Panthers, 1 giveaway, 2 takeaways for the Bruins, and 3 giveaways. And Panthers are out hitting them 17 to 11. It was Lomberg who took the first penalty for cross-checking, and it was Forsling who took the second penalty for tripping. And of course, as we mentioned just prior to the end of the period, Carolina, oh, look at that. Every time I look at the Carolina score, somebody else scores. The Islanders just put one in. So let's refresh and see who scored for the Islanders. It was Stasny, his first goal from Slavin and Jarvis, and then Steven Nosen, his second, to put them up 2-0. We're just waiting to see who it was that got the first goal for the Islanders. So that will pop up momentarily, I'm sure, unless there's a review of some sort. But we'll hop back over to the screen. All right, so a lot of people were asking in the chat, Sam, what do you think about Michael Bunting getting 3-game suspension? What do you think about the Leafs? So let's talk about it. Let's switch gears for a second here. We're going to take off the Panther hat. I don't have my Leaf hat handy. So we're just going to put the other cap on. So we're taking off the Florida Panther cap. We're going to talk about Leafs for a minute. So here's what I think. Obviously, listen, it was a terrible game, right? Horrible game, no doubt about it. It's in the books, nothing you could do. if you've watched the couple of shorts we put out over the last couple days, we've put up a couple big hits. We put up the Matt Dumba hit on Pavelski, who went down, concussed. He's going to be out for a while. We put up the McCabe hit, which was huge, a huge hit. There were a couple other really, really big hits. None of them were issued match penalties. Yes, there was, I think Dumba got 2 minutes for his hit. No suspension, no nothing. Michael Bunting throws his hit, and yes, it was a dirty hit. I think he was protecting himself because if you watch it, Chernik was coming up behind him, and it looked like Chernik was going to actually hit him. So what a lot of players do when they brace for the hit is they kind of jump into the hit. So I think that's kind of what Michael Bunting was doing. He sensed Chernik was there, and instead he turned to hit Chernik first. He did get him on the head. He did get him on the chin. So I think a 1-game suspension would have been suffice. Instead, he's issued a match penalty, a major penalty that comes along with a hearing, and he gets a 3-game suspension, which is absolutely ridiculous. For all the hitting we're seeing in this playoffs today, to issue a 3-game suspension for that is complete and utter nonsense. Now you're going to say, Sam, you're a Leafs fan. Of course you're going to think that's nonsense. If you've been watching our streams all year and last year through the playoffs, you know that I might get hot, I might get heated, but I call it like it is. And if it's a fair play, I will say it's a fair play, as much as I don't like it. This is ridiculous. The Toronto Maple Leafs in the regular season have had the least amount of power plays, and they've had the most amount of penalties given. So you can call it an NHL conspiracy theory if you want, but the stats speak for themselves. If you look up the stats, Toronto is penalized more than all the other teams. Now, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're coming off back-to-back Stanley Cup championships and a run to the finals. So 3 spectacular years. Tampa Bay played a much better hockey game than Toronto. Fine. Things got chippy. You gave Toronto 8 penalties in that game. Until it was so far out of reach when it was like 7-2 or whatnot, that's when Toronto got another 2 or 3 penalties. Until then, they only had 2, and they weren't calling anything. So here's the deal. Wes McCauley was the referee, and I like Wes McCauley. He's really funny. But I think that's gone to Wes McCauley a little bit. Wes McCauley is trying to be the show. Now, Wes McCauley, if you see this or somebody you know is seeing this, I'm just speaking my mind. I don't know you. I've never met you. I'm sure you're a pleasant guy. But the state of officiating in the league is getting worse and worse over the years. I love Wes McCauley's calls. Like I said, I think he's funny, but I think he's trying too much to become part of the show. Hockey's Guy Alive, what's going on? Tampa set an all-time record in the playoffs for power play opportunities 2 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy. So here's the deal. If you were watching on social media, there's all kinds of stories and rumors out there. So what I'm about to say, I have no factual proof of any of these connections. I just have to preface this by saying that I have not looked into this myself. I cannot 100% tell you this is fact, but I'm repeating what I've seen and read. So the Toronto Maple Leafs have lost 8 straight playoff games where Wes McCauley has been the referee. Apparently, what it's saying is that Wes McCauley and Coach Sheldon Keefe have a little bit of a history. And again, I don't know this to be factual or not. Apparently, Wes McCauley's brother-in-law is David Frost. Now, if you don't know who David Frost is, there's a whole hockey story. He was an agent coach. There was all kinds of allegations about David Frost. And Keefe testified or spoke out against David Frost. And from these stories that I've been reading, Frost and Wes McCauley apparently were very close. And so every time Wes McCauley has been officiating Toronto games, there's been some bad blood there. And again, there is nothing factual. I have not fact-checked it. I'm just telling you what I've seen and read. This is the story that's kind of out there. So, should this be happening? No, it shouldn't. Is Wes McCauley holding a grudge against Sheldon Keefe and in turn giving him really bad calls? You hope not. You hope he's professional. But if I'm the NHL if I'm the NHL and I'm getting wind of this story, that there's potentially this relationship between an official and a hockey figure that has a storied past where one of my coaches testified against? Well, if I'm the NHL, I say, I'm sorry, I cannot, in the best interest of the game, put this referee in a game that involves this team. And I think that's a problem. Now, is there a different official in there? Is a different outcome? No, of course not. Let's be real. The Leafs played terribly. They were horrible. They were caught watching. Tampa was too fast. Tampa was better. The Leafs were lazy and not prepared. So it wasn't the officiating that cost that game. As much as we get heated and we're looking for an escape and we're calling on the officials, it wasn't the officials. Toronto sucked, plain and simple. But if this story is true, and there is this strange, brother-in-law connection between Frost and Wes McCauley, in the interest of fairness, in the interest of sport, he should not be officiating a game where Sheldon Keefe is the official. It's just, you're opening up the situation, you're creating a situation where even if Wes McCauley is 100% correct in every call he makes, there's always going to be something out there that says, no, he's calling this because he has a feud with Sheldon Keefe. If these two gentlemen got in a fight at a bar, would the NHL put Wes McCauley in to coach, to ref a game where he got in a fight with a coach? Probably not. So NHL, this is a story I think you need to look into. And if this is factual, if that is actually the case, even if Wes McCauley has done nothing wrong, just because this is out there and the relationships, I think Wes McCauley shouldn't be officiating Toronto Maple Leaf games. Perception is everything, Hockeyist Guy Live. That is so true. And Gordon, you're right. They won't do a damn thing about it. But the fact that if this is true and they've lost 8 straight playoff games where Wes McCauley has been the referee, that's more than a coincidence. Once is a coincidence, twice maybe. 8 times tells me there's more to this story than meets the eye. Now again, I said it when I started my rant. I don't know how much of this is true. Jade Station TV, all right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being here. If I'm Toronto, I better win tomorrow. If I'm Toronto, I put everything I have on the line to win that game. I don't know if you heard it coming through the stream, but if you were watching along on TV or you were watching some replays afterwards, the Maple Leafs got booed off the ice at the end of the first period. They're just a bad team looking for excuses. So Mitchell, not true. Not true. They're not a bad team. They finished second in their division. They're not a bad team. They're a very skillful team. The Anaheim Ducks, they were a bad team. The Chicago Blackhawks, they were a bad team. The San Jose Sharks, they were a bad team. Toronto Maple Leafs finished in the top of the standings. They are a good hockey team. They just played very poorly. So this is what Toronto needs to do. If you're the Maple Leafs, you cannot afford to lose game number 2. If you lose game number 2, they go to Tampa. They don't come back. The season's done. They will not be able to do it. They are a bad playoff team. They've proven they're a bad playoff team, Lorraine. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a conflict of interest. That's exactly it, Dallas. Exactly. But you can't play the game and let the referees decide it for you. Tampa Bay came out on fire. They were playing hard. They were playing fast. They shut Toronto down. They scored 2 quick goals to go up. And that completely shot Toronto. Toronto had no way of recovering from there. And then things just got worse. Toronto is going to come back hard. They're going to come back strong. We know Michael Bunting, he is out for the next couple of games. We're going to see Matthew Knies come in. Knies is going to get his opportunity. He's going to come in and work the system. He's going to work the game. Knives is a good-looking player. He's a big body. I think he's going to do well. We're going to see Calle Yarncroc move up and play on that first line. with Matthews and Marner, and hopefully that gets them going. Marner was absolutely terrible. He was non-existent. Matthews was trying to figure it out, but he was a lost puppy out there. Same with Tavares. Tavares had nothing going. Nylander was the best of them all, but it wasn't good enough. NHL won't let a Canadian team win their Rainbow Cup. The jig is up. I watched info this morning. Croatia beat Israel. Oh, wow. 12-1. Oh, Israel's better than that. Wow. Big win for Croatia. And welcome in, Rio. They can appeal the 3 games. Yeah, but what are they going to do? They'll appeal it. They're going to turn around and say, okay, fine, 2 games. Or they'll do nothing at all. If you've been following along with us over the last year and a half, 2 years, the NHL Players Safety Commission, I don't know if George Peros is still running the show there. He was a joke over the, not this past season, but the season before. When we fought along all the suspensions, there was no rhyme or reason. It was, one guy would get an elbowing call and he'd get 5 games. The next guy would get 1 game. It made no sense. The penalties that game were at the fault of the players, not the refs. The goal, however, was a different situation. I agree with you there, Mitchell. However, some of those penalties, like the little slashing call, if you're going to call that slash on David Kempf, you're going to call that slash 50 times through the duration of the game. Every single play has that exact same slash. So a slash is a slash, yes, but you can't call it in that situation and not call it every other one. That's my problem with the refs in those calls. But you're right. The goal, I saw a close-up. Now, during the stream, when the goal was scored and they went up to review and they said, yep, it's over the line. I looked at it and the puck was touching the post. It was leaning on the post. And if you know the net, right, you have the red line that goes across post to post. So if the puck is leaning on the post, it can't possibly be a goal. So I did see a picture on social media where somebody actually drew the lines, because what happened is the part where the puck was, you couldn't actually see the red line because the snow had built up. You had the goalie pad, you had a bit of snow, the puck in the post. So somebody actually drew the line, the red lines all the way across. And when you look at it, it was clear as day. The puck was not over the line. So that was just a blown call. That was too bad. If you don't see the puck cross the line, it's no goal. That's real. That's exactly it. Corey Perry gaslit the game. Corey Perry was crazy, and this is what Corey Perry does. This is why if Corey Perry is not on your team, you can't stand him. But if he's on your team, you absolutely love him. He's an agitator. He can score. He can hit. He can do it all. Corey Perry is one of those players that he can put the team on his back and get everybody going. I'm a stranger here. What's going on? Welcome in. About Samsonov letting the first shot. Samsonov was not good. If you watch the post-game interview with Samsonov, he swore 3 times in that interview. I've never heard Samsonov swear in an interview before. That team was clearly shook after that game, as they should be. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow night. We're going to see how Toronto bounces back. If Toronto can bounce back and win game 2, hey, we got a series. It's going to be good. If Toronto loses game 2, they're done. And I think you blow up the team at that point. Next year is a contract year. It's a contract extension year for both Matthews and Nylander. You can't afford to keep them both. You're not going to give Nylander $11 million. You're not going to give Matthews $15 million. Nylander was probably the best player this season, and you're not going to be able to afford to keep him. So your GM is going to be gone. Duvas will be out. Keefe will be out. You'll see someone new come in. You'll probably see Nealer gone. Maybe you even see Matthews traded. Wouldn't that be something? That would shake the locker room. You're not going to afford all these bodies. But it's going to be an interesting summer. It's going to be an interesting rest of the series. It's only game 1. Gordon, so we've been hearing that about Matthews forever. He's always hurt. He's always playing with an injury. If he's hurt, sit him. I don't want a Matthews playing at 60% because he's a detriment to the team. Ike, what's going on? As a non-American, I have to point out there is absolutely no way that Canadian teams are being handicapped. by the NHL itself. That is utterly daft. Most of them are Canadian. That's funny. Most of the players are, but most of the teams are US. There's only, was there 7 Canadian teams? Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa. 7 Canadian teams. All the others, the other whack are all US. All right, enough Toronto talk. Let's flip the hats back. Let's get back to the Panthers. You asked for it. I gave you my rant. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Bruins, maybe. Let's get it back. We're going to go over to the game screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you playing along, letting me get that off my chest, sharing the story. Thank you for your opinions. I appreciate them. I value them so much. I want this to be a safe space where everybody can share their thoughts and opinions, and feel free to do so. So thank you for taking part in that. All right, it is second period time, back in action. Thank you to the couple subscribers that came in during my rant. That puts us up to 60, officially 40 away. Here's Boston's side of the net. Remember, Boston is still on the power play. I forgot to drink my water during the intermission. Here comes Boston, 30 seconds on the power play. Coming around, they have not scored yet. Oh, Sammy is the one that is hurt. Thank you, Gordon, for clarifying. Maxim, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Here it is, 10 seconds. Big shot from the point. Rebound is there. Lyon, what a save. And Florida's going to clear this one out again. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. They're at even strength. April, what's going on? Panthers killing off another penalty, waiting for the Bruins to go to the box. Stolen. Here's Florida coming in, slot, passing across. Allmark makes the save. Rebound, another shot, and Allmark standing tall. Wow, he is so good. Allmark is just being incredible. Here comes the Panthers again. Gonna carry it around. Oh, they kind of almost went offside. No, they kept it on. Kachuk gonna feed it through, trying to get through the Boston players all the way to the net. They can't get the shot off. Great play by Boston to steal it away. Florida keeps it in again. Here's Kachuk. What a save. No, it's in the net. They score. I think it's Sam Bennett. Florida scores.
Let's go.
It's Sam Bennett coming in with the goal. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
There we go. The Panthers with a huge offensive shift. This Bennett line continued to put the pressure, and Bennett somehow feeds it through the 5-hole of Allmark. Allmark made so many saves during that sequence, but Kachuk just flipped it up. Allmark thought he had it. He was moving laterally from his left to his right, which just opened up the 5-hole enough to slide the puck through. What a play. What the heck is this? I'd rather go on NHL 23 and sim a game. Matt, nice, Matt, nice. Panthers, what a great way to open up the second period. They go up 1-0. Great play. Sam Bennett from Kachuk, and here's Marchand coming through right back. He gets a shot, but that goes just wide. Thank you, everybody, hitting that subscribe. Here comes the Panthers. Walking in again, Luosterainen. He's going to take a cross-check from behind from Marchand. That was a penalty on Florida earlier for cross-checking. Not this time. People, what's going on? Welcome in. Matrix bringing up the Panther. Stanley C. coming to the stream. Here's Boston working it around to the point. Quick shot. Save, and another save with the stick. Great stops by Lyon. Lyon just successfully shut down the Bruins. Here comes the Panthers again. They throw it into the slot. That's turned over. Here comes DeBrusk. DeBrusk, one-on-one, all the way back. Gonna roll it in net. Lyon kicks that over to the side. Florida gonna play that ahead. It's held in by Boston, but they keep it in and over the glass. Great start to the period for the Florida Panthers. Wow. We got the hands up. Do we get a wave? All right, let's get that wave going. 3, 2, 1. Get your hands up. It's a wave. The wave is going. Let's go, Panthers. Here come the hands. Jonathan, what's going on? Bellino carries it around behind the net. To the point, here's a shot. Line makes the save. The rebound comes out to the other side. Boston putting it down deep. To the point, they're working it around. Boston taking a look. They're throwing it up off the boards, trying to get the chip in off the boards. It didn't really work for Boston. At the line, they hold it in. Down around behind the net. Boston, Nosek, coming. He's going to get pushed off the puck. Coming out in front. They can't pick it up in front. Hanging on to it. Florida picks it up behind their net. They're going to go off the boards. Here come the Panthers. Lomberg's going to bank it out. Panthers get it out, but Boston is turning around and putting it right back. Holding it at the line is Florida. Nice job. There's a big battle going on at center ice. Lomberg was tied up with somebody. They were hooking and holding and all kinds of nonsense. And we're going to get a whistle. I think this is going to come back down to the Florida zone. So Boston just turned on the hyperdrive jets and were blasting it at the Panther goaltender, but he was shutting them down. But the Panthers digging down deep and able to fight it off. Can you explain what's going on? Florida's goaltending, where's Bob and Knight? So Bobrovsky was originally going to be the starter, but because Alex Lyon played so incredibly well down the stretch, they've elected to go with Lyon. Michael Riley, what's going on? Welcome in. Bobo was sick. He was very up and down. He was very streaky. Sometimes he was great. Sometimes he was not reliable. We'll just say that. Spencer Knight did have some issues. Here's Panthers back in their own zone. Boston putting some pressure. I think Spencer Knight was put into the player assistance program. He was having some issues that are being sorted out, so he is not available. And it's too bad because, boy, was he such a good talent. Here come the Panthers. Starting to work it up and out of their zone. Going to bring this across through. Going to send this all the way down. Florida going to make some changes. Boston picks it up. Here come the hit parade as the Panthers laying more hits. Boston picks it up. Coming in, offside. McAvoy put himself offside. He doesn't like that call. McAvoy shoots the puck into the end boards as he's very upset. The coach, the bench, is upset with that call. Pass comes across. Let's see the replay. Yeah, he's clearly offside. Now, you can, if you have control of the puck and you're making a hockey move, you can put your body in first and carry the puck over the line in a hockey move. But you cannot drift over the line waiting to receive a pass. So that's a good call by the officials. Jeremy, what's going on? Welcome in. Here comes the Bruins trying to put it in. It's stolen by Tkachuk. He's going to play it cross ice. Verhaeghe can't catch up to it. It's going to come out through the neutral zone. Boston working in with a shot, and that's going to be steered aside by Lyon. Panthers going to play this up off the sideboards. Here comes Florida. Florida, Bennett. He's going to give it over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe has it chipped off his stick. He's going to bring it to the corner. Take a little bit of a Bruins sandwich. It comes to Orlov. Here's Orlov up the other way. Orlov's got a weird stash going on. Tkachuk kind of stopped it at the line for a moment. Then Boston hammers this one in. Morgan, how's it going? Welcome in. Forsling's going to play it to the line. Panthers get it out and down the ice. It's not going to be an icing. So Panthers going to go change up. Everybody's going to get changed up. Stanley Cup Finals, Florida versus Vegas. 4-3. Wow. Maxim, now that's a prediction. If that were actually to be the case, this would be one of the Cinderella stories if the Panthers came all the way back to win the cup. Here's a quick shot. Lyon making another stop. Lyon is getting busy here. Very busy. Here's another shot and a glove save by Lyon. The Bruins are just throwing everything at the net now. And Lyon is doing such a great shot. A great job. Boston doesn't seem to be as tough as in previous years. I'm a stranger. They are. But a lot of the teams they've been playing down the stretch, and especially here with the Panthers, are just as tough. And there's a difference between being tough and being dirty. If you watch Boston closely, and again, no offense, Boston fans, you'll probably admit this as well. There's a lot of cheap shots, a lot of slashes, a lot of little hooks, a lot of cross checks. which leads to other teams to kind of back away a little bit. The Panthers aren't having any of that. Panthers versus Oilers, Panthers in 6 April. Love it. That would be something special. Trying to win the draw. Ref doesn't drop it. They're going to line it up again. Lundell. They're kind of throwing the Boston player, Krejci, getting thrown out of the draw. So lots of arguing with the linesman. Bertuzzi comes in. He's going to get put on his keister. And Gudas gets the puck. He's going to send it. Misses his intended target. It's an icing call. Lundberg gets upended as he was racing to get to that puck. And this is going to come all the way back. Welcome back, Bennett, right? How good is he? Islanders score 3 on their own net. It's tied 2-2 now. The Islanders and the Carolina Hurricanes. It's tied 2-2. That's the end of the second period. All right, Lewis, we'll see you tomorrow night. Leafs in Tampa right here tomorrow night. Here comes Gudas. Gudas going to play this up along the boards. Down into Boston territory. Florida's going to take the shot. Whoa! Allmark bobbled it. He got the glove and bobbled it, but Lundell couldn't get there to chip it in. Brendan, who do you think is going to win the cup? I think this is the Oilers' year. I think Edmonton is going to run the West, and it's the Oilers' cup to lose. Even though the Oilers did lose the first game to the LA Kings in that crazy overtime game, the Oilers did have 2 goals called back in that game. But I think it's going to ultimately be the Oilers. Leafs need to come back. Jeremy, yes, indeed. That will be tomorrow night. I expect them to come out and be a completely different team tomorrow night. There's funny. There was somebody on social media. I forget the name. He actually put a post on Twitter a couple days before the opening game, and he said the Leafs are going to get blown out in game 1, and then they were going to come back and win 4 straight. So he was right with his first prediction. Let's see if he can be correct with the second half of his prediction. Panthers over Boston, 4-1 Panthers series. Then Florida over Toronto in 7. Wow. 4-1 over Boston. That would be something. I'd be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked. It's a lot of AAV being paid to not tend the goal. Certainly is. Trying to win at slots is a tough one. Yes, the slots are very, very tough to win. I do like the Oilers. Listen, the Oilers are a great team. I was very angry with the Oilers. I think a lot of Edmonton fans were angry with the Oilers for many years when you have so many number 1 picks and so many top picks and you can't get them to jive, you can't get them going. They're clicking, right? They're finally moving. What a season for McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins. Hyman having a great year. So many players just having really good years on the Oilers. So I think this is their team. What do you think about the Celtics series so far, going 2-0, 2 wins and no losses yet in the playoffs? You know what, Michael? I actually haven't paid much of attention to the beginning of the NBA playoffs. We called the Raptor game the play-in game. Raptors obviously lost, and that was a tough one. And I haven't really watched any basketball since then because we've been so focused on hockey. But Celtics are another one of those teams that drive me nuts. The Celtics, the Heat, just drive me nuts in the East. Here come the Panthers. They have it in the Boston territory again. In the corner, comes around to Bennett. Bennett behind the net. He's getting wrapped up and held. That was a penalty in game 1. Not a penalty in game 2. Here comes Florida, sending it around back to Bennett. Verhaeghe trying to get free in front of the net. Bennett can't get it to Verhaeghe, but he plays it back. Coming around behind the net. Florida has it. Kachuk trying to find someone to pass to. Cannot do it. Jam play, side of the net, coming out, and Allmark gets the pad down. Kachuk is having a couple of words there with DeBrusque, and now they're going to skate away. Verhaeghe doing a good job. Bennett, of course, doing a great job. Which team do you think will win the NBA playoffs? Makar, I don't even think I could answer that, honestly. I haven't paid enough attention to the playoffs. As long as it's not the Lakers, I don't want LeBron to win anything else. You talk about a lot of players being babies and whining. LeBron is one of those guys. I'm tired of seeing highlights of him whining because he doesn't get things going his way. Go Panthers, go. There you go, Gavin. There you go. TJ, welcome back in. Who is your favorite NHL team? For me, Brendan, it's Toronto. Toronto number 1, Florida number 2. Maxim redeeming Go Vegas Go. Hoping Vegas can make some noise. Florida in their own zone. They're going to play this to the line. Long pass. It gets out, but does not connect. Boston turning things around. They're controlling the play right now. Wow, we're 1 like away from 100 likes. Who's going to be that next like to put us to triple digits? In the corner, Krejci plays it back to the point. Going to go across, other side, setting it up. Long shot, and that can't get through. Boston is really outplaying Florida in offensive zone possession. It's like 8 minutes to 3 minutes. Part of that is Boston had all those power plays. Here's a quick shot going up high, and that's off the shoulder, I think, of Ullmark and up into the play. So Luosterainen coming very close. There it is. We up to 100. Thank you all so much getting us to 100 likes. It is such an important piece of the puzzle on YouTube to get the likes up to 100. Where was that comment? If you don't like LeBron, I recommend watching the video of his hair falling. I'll have to take a look at that. He just drives me nuts. You never saw Michael Jordan whining that much. In my opinion, Jordan is the best basketball player of all time. Mitchell coming in as the 100th. Thank you so much. It'll be 200K. We're giving away points galore. There you go. Well, thank you guys for hitting that like. Appreciate it. Dakota, let's go Oilers. Dakota, we're going to have the Oiler game Sunday night. Will be our next Oiler Kings game. So make sure to come and hang out for that. Here's some big hits coming in. Florida's going to get it out to the neutral zone. Here comes Florida stepping in, setting it up. Long shot. That's deflected and is going to go wide. Panthers trying to hold the pressure. Stolen again. Here comes Cousins. He's got a man rushing to the net. Little flip play in front. They can't steer it on Ullmark. Panthers pick it up. And do we got a penalty coming up? Finally, the officials catch Boston. And there's a penalty coming up to the Bruins. It's going to be Forbert, I believe, is going to go for hooking. So the Panthers really coming up. Garrett Hathaway leaves his feet and elbows Mora in the head. So not only does he leave his feet, he gets the elbow up into the Florida Panthers head. Guess what? No penalty. He's got the bloody nose. He's got the imprint from the mask cutting him on the cheek. No penalty. The Boston Bruin player left his feet and got an elbow into the Florida player's head. No penalty. Where is the consistency in hockey today? Boston going to clear this one out. Florida has it in the neutral zone. They're looking to turn things around and set up on the power play. Here comes Florida. They're going to carry this one in. Reinhart, he's going to play this in. Florida didn't go to Barkov. He lets it go. Back to Ekblad. Ekblad putting it down low to Chuck. Gets it to Barkov. Barkov cross ice for the one-timer. Rebound is there. Kachuk is kind of stuck in behind the goalie. Boston was holding them there, and he comes out, and they're able to clear it all the way down. Onyx Money drops on call with Sam. What? How can you show your face around here, Brody? Nice, Onyx. That's funny. A Kadri move gets nothing. Rio's right. And where's Kadri now? Stanley Cup champion. There's a huge hit. Aaron Ekblad just bowled over Orlov. Puck comes all the way down the ice. Aaron, what's going on? Thank you for dropping the like. Let's go Panthers. Welcome in. Kings over Edmonton in 4. Gavin, wow. Shocked with that prediction. Panthers circling it around. 40 seconds to go in the power play. They've only been able to really get set the one time. But here they come. Pass in front, break. And a great save by Ullmark as Duclair had a chance. Here's to Chuck. He's going to take a cross check from behind. Gets knocked down. Hey, guess what? No call. He's going to come back around to the point. Is that getting annoying yet? Here's Verhaeghe. He's going to take a snapshot. And that's a nice save by Allmark. And here comes Boston trying to grab Tkachuk in a headlock. McAvoy pulls the helmet off Tkachuk. More conversations. Terry's wants the wave. Let's get the wave going. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get the wave going. Great hit by Ekblad. Hey. Duclair came so close. He was running out of space. He tried to go upstairs short side. Couldn't put it in. Very, very close. So it's funny. This game is really becoming a game about positioning. Jockeying for position. Kopitar the GOAT. Rio Kopitar is amazing. He's one of the most underrated players in this league. Kopitar is always consistent, and he's just good. So Bennett's going to get waved out of the face-off. He's going to have some words for the linesman. Verhaeghe coming in to take it. Panthers waiting for the puck to drop. It does drop. They win it back to the point. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Cycling this around. They put it in the middle. Panthers kind of bobble it. Back to the point. Panthers coming in. We are feed kind of cut out, so we're going to watch over the shoulder. Florida holding it in the zone. Half boards. Verhaeghe centers it across high slot. Quick shot. And Allmark with another good save. The thing with Allmark, he's staying very square to the shooter. So as he's moving, he's very square and he's very stiff, which is good because he covers a lot of ground. You got to get him moving a little bit more right to left, left to right to open him up. So he's doing a great job tracking this puck so far. How much wood could a wood check Onyx? Nice. How long have you been waiting to drop that in, Onyx? So welcome in. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Sam. Welcome to the stream. Boston going to win the draw. Power play has expired. They are back at even strength. This is going to come out. Florida putting it right back in, trying to chase it down. Boston with the puck. Being worked over in the boards. Pops up, and I think it went out of play. So there's a whistle. We're going to get this drop just on the inside. They're going to go to a commercial break. Unbelievable. Why Boston losing? They need to win. Florida, just a great opportunity, and they were able to capitalize on it. They were able to get it through. So as I was saying, my name is Sam. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. We are on the road to 6K subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and become part of our community. Make sure your notification bell is set. There's been some issues where some people's notifications have been turned off. So make sure your notifications are on. So when we do go live, you'll get notified and be able to come in and hang out. Angelo, what's going on? Welcome in. Our schedule for the rest of the week, we have tomorrow, Thursday, the Leafs in Tampa Bay, Game 2. We are taking Friday night off to rest and recoup. And then we have Saturday night, Leafs in Tampa, Game 3. And Sunday night at 9 o'clock, the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. We're going to get that game scheduled probably over the next day or so. And we're also working on our schedule for the following week, which other games we're going to pick up and get going. It's going to be a lot of fun. Playoff hockey is the best hockey around. We appreciate all of you hanging out with us, stream in and stream out. We're not just here for the games, well, we kind of are, but we're here for the conversation. We're here for the talk. So if you've never actually been into the chat before, come on in, say hello, let us know who you are and where you're watching from, and we'd love to hear your opinions and predictions. Jerry, what's going on? Welcome. What do you think about the Jerry Griffin hockey player at Michigan? I'm not familiar. I'd have to take a look. I know Michigan is a great program. They do a great job down there, and they've produced a lot of decent hockey players. So I'm sure he's going to be good. We do Vegas versus Winnipeg. Maxima, depending on the schedule, I probably can. I'll have to take a look and see. The late games are a little tougher, but I'd like to spread it around. So it's a possibility. Penguins will win the cup next season. Oh, they're going to have a lot of rebuilding to do if they want to win this season. John, what's going on? Do you live near Florida Live Arena? John, I do not. I'm actually in Toronto, but I've been to the Florida Arena several times. I love that building. Here comes Boston. Quick shot, and Lyon with another great save. Yeah, the Florida Live Stadium is beautiful. Parking all surrounding it, the way they organize the traffic. So before the game, everybody flows in. After the game, the way they direct traffic out, they have it down to an art. And the really good thing, if you're going to a game there and you're with somebody who needs some help walking, they'll actually send a golf cart to pick you up and drive you up, and same, drive you back down to the car. Should I pregame at the Rainforest Cafe? Ooh, over at Sawgrass. Rainforest isn't a bad idea. There's another restaurant there. I'm trying to think of the name of it, which is pretty good as well. Cheesecake Factory is usually where I have gone before, and this other restaurant, is it Wolfgang Puck's restaurant? I forget the name of it though, at Sawgrass. It was really good. Less busy than Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory, you'll have to wait a long time for a spot because they didn't do reservations. Boston has it back in their own zone. Lyon lucky to stay. Here comes Boston. Hang on, I want to see that comment. Lucky to make Florida stay in. He's been awesome. Lyon has been spectacular. And we got another penalty being called here. And this is going to go against Boston again. It looks like a trip. This is going to be a trip. Lindholm hauls down. So the Panthers going to get their second power play of the game. Things evening up here in the second period. Are they still directing traffic after the Raptors and Blue Jay game? Yeah, except Dallas, they're directing traffic like this. So a slew foot takes Reinhardt down. So I don't know why Lindholm is complaining. You can't slew foot. I've been craving cheesecake most of the game. Oh, cheesecake's so good. Love cheesecake. So here we go. Panthers back on the power play, 2 minutes or less. Mashed potatoes, welcome back. I love that name. Boston's going to win it. They're going to chip it. They can't get it out. Florida's going to hold it in. Panthers setting it up. Forsling going to throw this one in. Duclair picks it up. Duclair sideboards. He's being pressured. Boston's coming in to steal. They can't get it out. Duclair has it. It's bouncing all over. Puts it to Bennett. Back to the point to Forsling. He's going to take a shot. Blocked by the Bruins. Nice shot block. But Bennett, he's going to hold it in momentarily. And now it's stolen by Boston. Boston tries to make the play to Nosek shorthanded. But they can't. Oh, and here's a terrible turnover. Marchand scores to tie it up shorthanded. Wow, terrible, terrible play. Anthony Duclair, what on earth were you thinking? Duclair saw, passed it right up the open ice into the middle. Spencer, welcome in. Duclair passes it right onto the tape of Marchand's stick. What if the Penguins do win the cup next year? Would you be mad? No, I wouldn't be mad at all. Duclair gave it right to Marchand. Marchand walks right up the middle, and a perfectly placed shot beats Lyon. Absolutely great shot by Marchand. Anthony Duclair, that was just a bonehead pass. As Don Cherry would say, kids, never up the middle. You always got to go off the boards. And Duclair just gave it away. So unassisted. They should give Duclair an assist on that. Here's Ekblad. He's going to go off the bar. Ekblad almost got it right back. Panthers passing it around. They still have a minute on the power play. Forsling going to go to Barkov. Barkov cross ice. Taking a look. Ekblad. Forsling to Ekblad. He shoots. That's going to be stopped and kicked to the side. And the Bruins going to put this one out and down the ice. Lyon's going to play this ahead to Forsling. Here goes Forsling. 40 seconds to go on the power play. They're going to dump it in. The crowd has come alive here with that Marchand goal. Montour going to knock this one down. Going to play it up to Barkov. Barkov turning around. Going to backhand it over to Ekblad. Gets it back to Barkov. Barkov in the corner. Tried to hit Ekblad. Miscommunication. It's turned over. Here comes Marchand again. It's a 3-on-2 shorthanded. Up the middle. Boston, great pad save by Lyon. Florida's going to turn this around. They're going to go. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Here comes the Panthers. Tkachuk. He's going to drop it off. Florida's going to cut around behind the net. Going to play it up to Montour. He's going to play this one back around. They just keep bouncing the puck back around. They got to get it set. Panthers let it go. Lundell going to keep this one in. Florida has it behind the Boston net. The power play is now expired. Back to the point. Tee it up. He fanned on it. Power play has expired. They're back at even strength. Oh, his stick exploded on him. That's why he fanned on it. Here comes Montour. Drops it back to Lundell. Takes the shot. Nice stop, but again, Allmark bobbles it. And Cousins is pounced on by Carlo. Carlo pretty much pinned Cousins for the 3 count. But Brad Marchand, shorthanded on the giveaway, he's going to tie this one up. So that is going to tie this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. What a turn of events. As the Panthers came out in spectacular fashion to start this period, Boston has come right back. Thank you, subscriber, hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate it so very, very much. Did I miss? I thought, did somebody else come in? I want to make sure to say hello. So if you have come in the chat, say hello. You can't tell me that Sidney Crosby isn't going to go for another cup. I think he will. The problem with Pittsburgh is they're just getting a little aged. So it's going to be tough. They're going to have to do a little bit of a rebuild if they want to make another run for it. What was Duclair thinking? I know, just a crazy pass. Sometimes you get in those situations and you kind of lose your peripheral vision and you just make a bad decision like that and it costs you. Your friend might go to the Lightning, which is depressing. Him and Pasta would be amazing. Jerry, anybody with Pasta would be amazing. But yeah, it's crazy. Hey, going to the Lightning isn't so bad either, right? Lightning's got a good squad. If only you were as good at winning games as you were at gambling. Spencer Michael Bunting suspended for 2 games. So it was actually 3 games. 3 games is what Bunting got for that. We kind of ranted and raved about that at the first intermission. So if you want to hear our story, our version of that, just scrum back to first intermission and you'll hear our talk. You can only gamble as a paid or gifted membership, and then Sam has to set up. That's correct. The gambling feature is a member only perk. So if you are a channel member, whether you pay membership on your own or you're gifted a membership, when we get you set up, you will be able to use the gambling feature to gamble with the points that you have. Hey, Prep, welcome in. Prep, I did see your note. I actually meant to respond to you before tonight's game, and time kind of got away from me. So I will respond back. But I appreciated that note very much. Here we go, back at it. Florida has it in the neutral zone. Thank you, subscribers, for coming in. Much appreciated. Coming in the Panthers score as I'm updating the subscriber numbers. I didn't even see what happened there. Let's go. Let's go, Florida. So let's see what happened here. They brought it in over the blue line. Was that the big man, Eric Stahl? Eric Stahl getting it done for the Panthers. A little give and go. He walks right up the middle. He says, excuse me, pardon me. And he beats Allmark with a shot. Eric Stahl, where have you been? Great shot by the Staller. Wow, his 85th career playoff game, and he scores in style. Eric Stahl puts the Panthers back ahead. I was a subscriber since around December, I think. Awesome mashed potato. We appreciate it. You've been here for the journey. You're really behind on the game stream. That goal was 2 minutes ago. Hey, I can't do anything about the feed. Here they come around. Boston skating through. Lindholm carrying it around. Oh, just scoots away. Gudas coming in with the good old-fashioned classic hip check. They're battling it through. I can't be that far behind. My internet feed is the same place as my TV feed. Unless the YouTube feed is really delayed. Stop. Oh, John. Yes, that was a shame. And it looks like we got a penalty coming up to the Panthers. Nick Foligno kind of checking his chin. Think he got a high stick. So Lomberg coming around. So this is another one of those plays where really they should send both guys. Foligno comes around behind the net, grabs Lomberg's sweater, comes up, face washes him, and as he pulls Lomberg stumbles and the stick comes up and hits Foligno in the face, and Lomberg gets the high sticking penalty. So again, that's a play where you really send both guys, but they didn't. So here we go. Boston back to the power play. They're 0 for 2 tonight with 5 total shots. Going to send this one around. 3 subscribers away from 5970. Here's DeBrusque going to play it up the middle, picked off by Florida. Florida's going to go for a little skate. Going to hang on to this one. And it's Barkov who's going to roll it down into the corner nicely, eating up some seconds. Stall Bros, they can still play some hockey. Regardless of their opinions on certain topics, they can still play the game. Here comes Boston. They're going to pass it back to the line. It's going to come out. And DeBrusque is going to pass it. It actually is going to hit the leg of Lindholm. It's going to come all the way down in their own zone. So the Bruins have practically killed off about a minute here. Here come the Bruins. Are going to work it back into the Panthers zone. Florida is going to knock it out again, and it's a race for the puck. Florida trying to get there. They cannot get there first. McAvoy does. Here comes McAvoy. He's with a ton of speed. Going to drop it off to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi pitches it in the middle, and Florida's going to clear that out and down the ice. Sam Reinhart's going to chase that one down. Boston going to start to work their way back up the ice. 35 seconds to go. Boston coming in, setting it up off the boards back to the point. Bruins walking up to the faceoff circle, a shot, and that's blocked. And I can't see who that Panther was. Whoever blocked that shot went down, and they're limping. They're racing. It's Bennett, I think. No, it's Reinhart. Reinhart was going to the bench. He got hit hard. Boston going to bring it in, sending it around behind the net. 13 seconds to go in the power play. Florida's going to get it to Foligno. Foligno holding it in. Back to the point. Orlov, cross ice. Back to Orlov. They're setting it up. Tazaka with the one-timer, and they score right as the power play expires. They tie it up. Oh, I know, Onyx. My stream latency is all the way up. It's as up as it can go. I know all about that. You just got to be careful with the stream latency, because if you go to too low, then you run into all kinds of buffer issues. So we're right in the sweet spot. So Boston ties this up again right as the power play expired. It was a great shot and just tipped it in. Bertuzzi is going to get credit with that goal. Nice little tip. Just behind Lyon. A beautiful tip. That puck was actually going to miss the net. And Bertuzzi gets his first NHL playoff goal. So with 3 minutes to go here in the second period, it's a tie hockey game. And the Bruins are coming back looking for more. Lyon makes a great save. And what they're arguing again is Lyon made a nice save there. There's a little bit of conversation taking place at the side of the net. So again, they're still having the conversations about Foligno using his arm to move Lomberg away. Wolfie, what's going on? Go Bruins. So let's see how this 2 minutes and 44 seconds are going to pan out. The Bruins tie it up. This period has had an incredible amount of good hockey. The chippiness, while still there, definitely not as prevalent as it was in the first. Bruins get it to the point, and it stalls first goal of the playoffs as well. Turning and shooting line's going to deflect that up and out of play. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. The Bruins just putting on the pressure. But they are playing good hockey. Good, solid hockey. Here comes the draw inside the Panther zone. Barkov to take it against Coyle. Barkov's going to win that. Florida's going to play it around the boards. Barkov can't get it out. They're going to go around the other side. Boston's going to hold that one in. They're going to play it behind the net. Stahl getting tied up. Boston with the puck. They're just going back and forth across the ice, making the Panthers chase it around. Here's Hall. He's going to shoot. That goes up on Lyon. Florida's going to play this off the boards and out. Excuse me. Here's Florida. Trying to set it up. Oh, again, miscommunication. And Marchand steals it again. Almost the exact same thing we saw when they were shorthanded. And the Panthers just not communicating. And Marchand almost received another gift. Here's Reinhardt. He's going to chip this out. Boston has to come back in their own zone. Going to set it up. 1:45 to go in this period. Eleanor, good evening. USA Boston, what's going on? Let's go Blues. Here comes Bennett, going to play this ahead. He's getting tied up there. For Hagee, he's trying to get it. Bennett's going to put this right in, right to Allmark. And a nice stop there as Tkachuk, of course, was buzzing around the front of the net. Mike, what's up? Central Florida. Crazy, crazy hockey game here. These two teams really going at it. Shots are 26-20 in favor of Boston. It's been a very close game. It started off, it looked like it was a little bit one-sided, but Florida came back and it's been pretty even since. Couple power play goals. And at 1:28 in the second period, it's tied 2-2. Let's drop that puck. Come on, linesman. Oh, so Sam Bennett's going to get waved out again. This linesman is terrible. Verhage comes in to take it. Linesman making sure they're aligned. Now he drops the puck. Florida's going to win it. They put it back to the point and they send this one down deep. Behind the net, Bennett. He's in there. He puts it out in the slot and no Panthers were there. It's picked up by Bertuzzi. He's going to flip this up. It's going to drop right in the feet of Pasternak. He's looking for it. It was actually tied up in his jersey. And Pasternak with a shot to the face of Tkachuk. Him and Tkachuk are battling hard. In the corner. Boston trying to get it out to Bertuzzi. Pasternak's going to bump the goaltender line. And then he's going to cross-check the Panther player from behind. Ref's going to call something soon. These guys are really hitting around. Sending it back. Florida just don't take another penalty. Back to the point. How many times are they going to allow Boston to bump line like that? D, what's going on? Your first stream, we'll welcome in. And this is a good one to join. 35 seconds to go in the period. Boston controlling. They put it around the Panther net. It comes out in front. The Panthers pick it up. And Bertuzzi essentially hog ties Tkachuk and takes him down, no call. These guys are slashing and whacking each other. And finally, the official's going to call something. Tkachuk and Bertuzzi pretty much were going to kill each other as they were whacking and whacking and whacking. And I think the official is going to send them both off. I mean, that was a little much. All happening right in front of the official. He wasn't calling anything. Things start to get out of hand. He finally is going to blow this one down. So the puck actually landed when they flipped it up in the back of Pasternak's jersey. That's funny. Bizarre play. So again, this is getting a little out of hand. The officials are starting to lose control of this game. So if they don't start calling some things properly here, this is going to be an explosive finish. So Paul Maurice is not happy. He's having some words. Penguins should have acquired Bertuzzi over Granlund. Granlund's a decent pickup. Granlund is a decent pickup. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. At second intermission, we have a treat for you. The refs need to call penalties for both teams. Spencer, that is exactly correct. And consistency, that's all we ask for. Consistency. You can't let somebody tackle a player. If somebody tackles somebody, that's a penalty. If you're not going to call the tackle, then you can't call the retaliation. And you can't say you didn't see the initial penalty when it happens in your face. Boston's going to win it. Marchand right off the draw. He's going to come in, stops, turns, sends it in front. Great save by Lyon. Wow. Marchand took the shot, but instead he passed that right across to Zacha. Zacha with a beautiful shot, and Lyon comes up with a huge save. So after all of that scrum, it's a 4-on-4 hockey. Four was supposed to get JT Miller. There were a lot of teams that were supposed to get JT Miller, but JT Miller goes nowhere. Zacha, what a great chance, and Lyon shuts the door. Zacha versus Reinhart coming up with this face-off in the Panther zone. Panthers going to win that. They're going to draw back. Here's Florida with the puck. They're going to play this ahead. 10 seconds to go. Here's wrist shot off the post. Florida putting it off the post just at the end of the period. 5 seconds to go. That's going to do it as this comes the length of the ice. Touched up by Florida, and the horn goes. Ladies and gentlemen, what a second period. Problem the refs are not. Remy, that is exactly the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to our intermission studio. And we're going to make some adjustments because we are now in the second period. We're going to remove our sponsor, and we're going to bring some guests to join us and have some fun. They have no idea what they're in for today because I haven't told them anything. Jonathan slinging pies. All right, let's bring them in one at a time. There is Dallas, Hockey Girl. What's up, Dallas? And
Go Hockey Go.
I tried still got the bag on. Oh,
Wrong game, dude. Wrong game. It's goofy.
it's goofy. That's right. I'm here. Wait, no, over there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Triton.
That's a very special hat. That's a very special hat.
The Samwelb12 mask. Love it. Love it. That's a 1 of 1. You cannot buy those anywhere else. It is an exclusive 1 of 1. So Triton, Dallas, welcome. How are you both doing?
Hey,
well, since you asked, hold on, I gotta unlock my iPad. If it's all right with you, I'd like to have you play use the goal light, and then I'd like to make an announcement.
Oh, okay. So hang on, let me get the goal light. Watch your eyes. This gets bright. Some washed up has-been. How's it going? Okay, here. You want me to play it first, or you want to make your announcement
Play
first?
the goal light first for like breaking news. Okay. All right. The breaking news is I have a signed contract for a house in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing.
Purple Hearts in the chat for Triton. He gets to move to Florida. Yay.
Was it the one the potential one you showed us, or a different one?
No, it was a different one, but
that's okay. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Congrats. Oh, that's the best. The best news.
I kept it from you all day. Dallas knew, Costa Mom knew, but I wanted to surprise you on stream tonight.
You told Coaster Mom before me? Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh.
So our house goes up for sale Tuesday.
Now are you putting your house up with all your electronics?
No, they'll come with me.
I thought you'd start fresh.
If anybody wants to buy a house in Maine, let's talk to Triton.
Oh, that is so good. That is such wonderful, wonderful news. Now we have even more reason to bash Boston. There you go.
And you know what's even better, though?
What's that?
It's only an hour and 45 minutes from Disney.
There you go. Is this the one? Was it north or south?
North. This one is north.
Oh, it's north. Darn. If it was south, when I go down, because I'm south, it would be even closer in the middle. But
we could meet at Disney.
That's true. That's true.
He does Circus. He does. Circus wants to know if you need a separate big truck for all your screens.
No, we're actually renting what was it, a 34 or 48 foot tractor trailer that's going to be driven down with all our stuff in it.
Nice. You're not getting one of the Tesla self-driving trucks?
No. Oh, actually, I was gonna have you come down here to Maine so you could be one of the second drivers, so we don't have to stop and then ship you up by ship you back by plane.
Uh, I'm in. That would be a fun little trip.
Yes. I'm driving in the car with Eleanor.
Yeah, I don't lift heavy things though. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful news. Thank you for sharing. So awesome. Wow. I, you've kind of taken my words away. I I had some things planned, and I'm so over the moon excited. Ship Sam by UPS. It's cheaper. Thanks, Onyx.
Yes, Chandler is going to enjoy the weather.
All right. So this game, Panthers Bruins, this is a lot more what I expected. A great game, great back and forth.
Action packed.
A lot of goal scorers. So here was the second period. Sam Bennett from Kachuk, Brad Marchand from Nosek, Eric Stahl from Cousins, and Bertuzzi from Zaka and Orlov. The total shots in that period were 17 for Boston, 10 for Florida, bringing the total to 29-20.
Wow.
Boston goes 1 for 3. Florida is 0 for 2. Face-offs are just about equal. Takeaways are even at 4 apiece. Giveaways 4 for Florida, 8 for Boston. Florida still leads in the hit department 22-21, so it's a pretty even game. But it's
Is your dog
awesome.
sick?
No, it's my son's dog.
I'm like, oh my Lord, is he sick?
I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was Sam's stomach.
Nice.
Can we just give a shout out to the Stalls, because like, what is it? There are 4 of them that are in the NHL. They're from Thunder Bay, Ontario. How often in one family do you get 4 NHL players?
I think there's three
Is it
stalls.
Is it 3?
3 stalls.
I was count.
2 Tachucks. Well, there was 3, but Daddy retired. So 2 Tachucks. It's kind of like the Sutter family back in the day, where there was 18 of them. Coach, what's going on?
If the
Welcome in.
Floridas don't
Lucas,
start playing
hello.
better, I have 4 dogs here. We can replace more than half the team.
It's so true. Well, I have you guys here. I wanted to do a little bit of Florida trivia. I thought it would be fun, since Triton, you're now going to be an official resident of the state, so it's important that you get caught up with your Panther history. Although where you are, you're going to be closer to Tampa, so I guess you'll be more of a Lightning fan. You and Gator Ghost can have some
I'm
words.
sorry. I know I'm gonna offend Gator and maybe even Coach, but you turned me on to hockey. You got me to be a Leafs fan. Florida or not, I will always root for the Leafs first.
There we go. All right, so let's test your mind. And now that you're live here with us, you can't use the devices to get the answers to the questions, but in the chat, you guys can answer along the way. So here's one. What year, and I'll give you it's multiple choice, so I'll give you some choices. What year were the Florida Panthers founded? Was it 1973, 1993, 2003, or 1983?
I'm gonna go with 1993.
That is a good guess. The Panthers began play during the 93-94 season, taking the ice for the first time October 6, 93. It was a 4-4 tie on the road against Chicago Blackhawks. Their first win came 3 nights later in a 2-0 shutout of the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Thunderdome before a then NHL record crowd of 27,000 people. So that was back when you could actually have a tie. So before shootouts, what they did is they played 5 minutes of overtime, and if there was no winner, it was just considered a tie.
Oh, wow.
So that's awesome. All right, here we go. Here's one for you.
Sean, are you supposed to be at the fireworks? Sean's here. Shout out to Sean. Sean's at the fireworks at Magic Kingdom right now. What are you doing?
Hey, what's up, Sean? Welcome in. He has to come root for the Bruins. Welcome,
Everybody
Sean.
from Beantown. All the boys from Beantown are here in the chat.
Yeah. All right. Here's one. What did the Panthers fans throw on the ice during the 95-96 season? Catfish, rats, octopuses, or lobsters? And there's a story behind this one.
I'm going to
He's
say
Googling.
rats.
Rats?
He's
Yeah, I know you're still using the devices to
I
find the answer.
have a mute button so you couldn't hear it.
There it
He's
is. Rats.
Googling.
Rotor got it. Coach got it. That's correct. Rats is the correct answer. An unusual goal celebration developed in Miami during the 95-96 season on the night of the
Where did they
Panthers
get the
home
rats
opener.
from?
So they plastic rats. They were plastic rats.
Oh.
But here's the story. On the night of the Panthers home opener, a rat scurried across the locker room. Scott Mellenby reacted by one-timing the rat against the wall and killing it. So he took a slap shot with the rat, essentially. That night, he scored 2 goals, and the goaltender at the time, John Van Viesbroek, said it was a rat trick. 2 nights later, as the story made its way through local media, fans began throwing rubber rats on the ice in celebration. So that's pretty crazy.
That's
The rubber rat count went from 16 for the third home game to over 2,000 during the playoffs. So they eventually had to say, you're not allowed to do it anymore because they were just getting peppered by rats.
Does nobody think of the floor crew when they do this crap?
Okay.
People,
Coach,
somebody has to.
What is the worst thing that was thrown on the ice during a Leafs game?
hang on. Coach, congratulations. Almost a year. Way to go. Thank you for the support, Coach.
Yeah. No, the octopuses are in Montreal. Octopuses are Montreal.
Yeah, during a Leafs game, what is the worst thing fans have thrown on the ice?
Wasn't it Detroit? Detroit was octopus.
Oh, Detroit. Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
in Toronto, the worst thing that was thrown on was a jersey or a crutch. A crutch.
Maybe beer. Beer.
I'm curious do you actually have an answer, or were you just?
No, I'm asking you. I don't know an answer.
I thought this was a question. So, during one of the playoff runs, obviously when Toronto lost, there was a fan with a broken leg who legit had a full cast, and he was there on 2 crutches. And I think I forget who the goalie was at the time. I wanted to say Ken Reggett, but I don't think it's Ken Reggett. The goalie was not Ken Reggett. What's his name? He's a commentator now. Oh my God, why can't I see his face? He's a broadcaster. Anyways, doesn't matter. They were so bad, the fan took one of his crutches and threw it on the ice to say, like, the Leafs need a crutch to get back up and win.
Let's go!
This poor guy had to hobble his way
home.
back across.
On the TTC.
Noah coming in with the subscribe. Noah, thank you so very much.
But people, please think of the floor crew when you're throwing stuff on the ice. You're talking to the girl whose dad ran the arena, and when they were short people, my brother and sister and I got roped in to help at the games, and whatever people threw on the ice, you had to go out and clean it up. Like, seriously, please think of the floor crew. That's why you don't throw confetti at weddings. Somebody has to clean that crap up.
So true.
Seriously.
Okay, Onyx, you win the chat tonight with that comment. The worst thing thrown on Toronto ice was Hall. Justin Hall.
Take a drink. Cheers.
And Dallas, really stop being a party pooper. Geesh.
Here's an interesting one. Does anybody know? Nope. There we go. That one. The longest shootout in Florida Panthers history. Was it 14 games or 14 rounds, 16 rounds, 18 rounds, or 20 rounds? The longest shootout.
I'm taking a wild guess. I didn't cheat on this one. I'm going to say 16.
16 is a good guess. Let's see in the chat what the chat thinks is the longest shootout in Florida Panthers history.
Because the 18 and the other one that's even higher than 18 seems a little pretty high.
Jonathan says, I used to clean up at Skydome after the games. And they say, wow, Jonathan, that's
All
wild.
right, Coach said
Oh.
16. Dallas says 14.
14.
Oh, who cares
Jason
what
says
Dallas said? I mean,
12. The answer, Tyler's going 18. It's 20 rounds.
Wow.
December
20
16th,
round shootout? Isn't that like
That's a lot.
over an hour?
December
No.
16th of 2014, Nick Bjugstad scored the game-winning goal in the longest shootout in NHL history to lift the Florida Panthers over the Washington Capitals. Bjugstad's goal came in the 20th round, beating Braden Holtby. The previous record was 15 rounds. So that's pretty wild.
Oh, Circus has
Ian
a
coming
good
in with
point.
the subscribe. Thank you, Ian.
Circus has a
the
good
trivia.
point. It's the same thing with glitter. You can't. That's why you don't throw glitter, because you can't get rid
well,
of it.
glitter I can kind of see, but
Well, funny quick story about glitter. Garth Brooks was supposed to be Loretta Lynn's escort or date to one of the award shows, and so he calls her up and says, "Do you want a limo or do we go in the truck?" And she said, "I want to go in the truck." So he takes her in his truck. And of course, anybody knows Loretta Lynn wears the beautiful gowns and all the glitter. He said, "I couldn't get the glitter out of my truck." He said, "It will always be there, and it will always be Loretta Lynn's glitter in my truck."
That's funny. All right, here's one. I guessed wrong on this one. Who was the Florida Panthers? Who was the first Florida Panther to win NHL Rookie of the Year? And I'll give you options. Was it Aaron Ekblad, Jonathan Huberdeau, Alexander Barkov, or Jay Bouwmeester? So in the chat, because those are pretty long names, you can just do initials. So put AE for Aaron Ekblad, JH for Jonathan Huberdeau, AB for Alexander Barkov, or JB for Jay Bouwmeester. And let's
I'm
see
just
who
gonna
you
wild
believe.
guess AB.
You're going to go with Barkov. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. I cleaned last year for the Avalanche Cup game, and the confetti was way too much. Oh, Noah, that's wild.
Oh.
And why they're trying to decide who they think it is? I have a hockey joke.
Okay.
What is the difference between hockey and a hockey game and professional wrestling?
What's that?
In hockey, the fights are real.
Oh.
Nice. All right, here we go. Jason's going JH for Huberdeau, JB for Bouwmeester. Coach is going Huberdeau. Hey, Bucks, welcome in. The correct answer is Jonathan Huberdeau. He was selected third overall by the Panthers in the 2011 entry draft. That doesn't make
I knew
sense.
I should have stuck with Amazon.
Oh, yeah. He scored his first goal on January 19th against Cam Ward of the Hurricanes on the first shot of his NHL career. Finished the season with 31 points, winning the Calder Trophy. That's funny. A rookie would not win the Calder with 31 points today. That is so low. So Carolina going to overtime. We got some.
I don't care.
We got some OT going on. Islanders, Carolina. They are going to overtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I? I think I heard rumors from another channel. I think his name is CeeLo or something. Are the Preds out?
Oh, yes, they are long out. Make sure on your stream the live button is red and you're caught up, because I see some answers coming in from the trivia questions that we've asked a few questions ago. So just make sure that you are caught up, because Remy, I want to make sure you're live and not watching it on a little bit delayed. So make sure your live button is red. All right, they're going to get ready to come back in this game. Before we do, we'll do more trivia. We'll keep doing trivia on further nights. But as they're coming back,
that
Dallas,
was fun, actually.
what is your prediction? What is your prediction for the third period score?
Oh my gosh! I think I'm gonna. We want Boston out of there, so I'm gonna go 3-2 Panthers.
3-2 Panthers. I like it. Triton, where are you going?
I'm gonna go 4-3 Panthers in overtime.
Oh,
you guys are leaving me nothing. I'm 5-3 isn't going to be the case. I'll go 4-2. 4-2, but I think Panthers take this one. Triton Dallas, thank you so much as always. This was a lot of fun. We'll see you in the chat, and we'll see you here very soon.
Yes.
And again, Triton, congrats, brother. Great news.
Thank you, and see you everyone in the chat.
Have a good game, everybody.
All right, here we go back to the game screen. Ladies and gentlemen, get your predictions in the chat. Where do you think this game is going to end? Spencer's going 5-3. No, it says it's going to end in the end. 4-2 for the Bruins. Here's a quick shot. They score. The Panthers score. Montour. How do you like that? They open the period up with a goal. Florida comes in. They just throw it towards the net. The ice is barely even skated on. It comes back to the point. Was there a tip in front? Allmark just missed it. I don't think Allmark could see it. Montour takes the shot. Barkov doing a great job screening in front. McAvoy had him tied up. I don't think Allmark could see it. And that just goes in the net. Thank you to those that subscribed during the intermission. You've put us officially 30 subscribers away from 6K, which is unbelievable. Here comes Verhaeghe. He's going to take a shot before he gets knocked to his backside. Here comes the Bruins, 3-on-2, back into Florida territory. Coming up the middle, here's a little wrist shot, and that's going to roll in on line. He's going to play it to the corner to Verhaeghe. Florida Park Explorers, what's up, Bear Shark? Bear Shark scouting out the competition that could be later in the later rounds on the Eastern Conference. Here comes the Bruins, trying to get it going. Who do you think is going to win the cup this year? Noah, I think it's the Oilers' cup to lose. The Oilers' cup to lose. Here comes the Bruins, working it in their own zone. Starting to get it up. Here comes Taylor Hall. He's going to get it by. He gets a stick in the face, and he goes down. There was no initial call, but I think there's a call after the reaction from Hall. The officials got his arm up. He's shaking his face. He got a stick up high. Real good. Mark Stahl lays the lumber on Taylor Hall. So they're gonna go back on the power play. I don't think he was cut. So Mark Stahl just got tangled up with Taylor Hall. The stick comes up, catches him in the face. That's what happens when you go to check with your hands and you get that stick up. If the player kind of turns you around, you're going to hit him in the face with the stick. And that's exactly what happened. So back on the power play, it's going to be a 4-on-3 because there was a 4-on-4 that was already in motion. Tank, what's going on? Do the Oilers really have a chance against the Leafs? I'll tell you in about a month. Western Conference is a joke. It's crazy, the Western Conference. The Oilers, I think, are going to take it. So there's about 20 seconds left on the 4-on-3, and then it's going to shuffle over to a 5-on-4. And again, Florida Park Explorers, our partner channel in the Disney parks almost every single day, bringing you all the magic. Not only are they bringing you the magic, you can purchase merch through their concierge service, merch or snacks, whatever it is. Check them out, the Florida Park Explorers, not only on YouTube, but that thing called Instagram as well. They put up fantastic reels, shorts, you name it. You will enjoy it. So here we go. Bertuzzi and Tkachuk both ready to jump back on in 5 seconds. 18:28 to go in the third period. 3-2 Florida Panthers. Boston looking to get back in this game. Face-off is one, little bit of a scrum. Boston on the half boards, back to the point. They throw it in front. Backdoor pass, quick shot by Pasta. And that goes high over the net and comes out and down the ice. Bucks dropping those Tampa Bay Lightnings in there, hoping for another Stanley Cup. Rangers aren't scared of anyone except their shadows. Here comes the Bruins, dropping it back to the point. On the half boards, Krejci taking a look. Bottom of the face-off circle. He's going to take the shot. That's going to go high and wide. Bertuzzi's going to pick it up. Back to Krejci. Krejci. Puck over to, can't see it, McAvoy. Pasternak taking the shot. and that's going to be stopped and knocked to the corner. Trying to get it back over. Cycling around, juking and jiving with Zaka across. Well, one-timer. And the goaltender line is looking around for it, and he can't see it because it's deflected up and at a play. The ricochet play. Panthers to win. That's right. Panthers are going to win this series. You know it. I know it. You just got to admit it. I better give more points away so Jonathan can catch up. Nice, Terry. Sammy, what's your day job? I manage. Wow, I'm in the software game. I work in software. So always a lot of fun. Florida's going to win this draw. 50 seconds left on the Boston power play. Florida trying to get it out, and they do. Nice little stick handling. They get it out and down the ice. Here comes the Bruins again. They are on a mission. Thank you, subscriber, hitting that subscribe. Getting it across. Pasternak, DeBrusk. Back across to the point. Little crisscross there by the Bruins. Now they get it sorted out. Marchand. Back to the point. Trying to set it up. Looking where everyone's going. Quick shot. Line is down. Boston has it behind the net. Comes to the side. Marchand is taken off his feet. He's on the puck. Now it comes loose. DeBrusk, he's going to play this back around to the point. Boston working it. Back to Marchand. Back to the point. 8 seconds to go. They throw it towards the net. Pasta looking for the rebound. Florida gets it down the ice, and that's going to do it. The power play has expired. They are back at even strength. So 3-2 is Boston. 5-on-5 hockey has now resumed. Long stretch pass up the middle. Boston's going to tip that in. Montour back to pick it up. He's going to throw this ahead. This is going to come down the ice and should be an icing call. So we're going to get a face-off in the Florida territory. The Islanders have somehow found a way to tie their game with Carolina up at 3s and have forced overtime. It was Kyle Palmieri from Dobson and Nelson, Barzell from Pelech, Brock Nelson again, and then the last goal of the game, it was actually Carolina who tied it up, Slavin from Aho in Burns. So that game, Islanders, Carolina, 3-3, going to OT. Tomorrow night, we will be back here live for Game 2 of the Leafs and the Lightning. Hopefully, it's not as ridiculous as Game 1. Here comes Bennett. He tried to knock it in. He couldn't do it. Kachuk in the neutral zone. Going to play this ahead. Bennett now giving chase. Bennett going in the corner against McAvoy. McAvoy is going to play that around. Boston setting it up. Pass up the middle. Here come the Bruins. Little chip pass. Hit the skate of the Boston player. Came out. And here's McAvoy, kind of takes the Panther player down from behind. No call. Here comes Florida, bringing it in. They drop it to Kachuk. Kachuk tries to center it, can't do it. Here's McAvoy, who is coming back. He picks up the puck. He has all day on the right wing, centers it in front to the slot. Nice play by Florida to break it up. Here come the Panthers the other way. They hit the red line, and Bennett is going to drive that one all the way in. Hallmark's going to catch it and drop it in the corner. Here come the Bruins. Again, hacking and slashing. Florida picks it up, coming out right in front. Quick shots. There's two Panthers right in front of the net, but they were tied up. Stahl couldn't get a stick on it. Boston can't get it out. Eric Stahl picks it up. He's going to get bumped. Goes in the corner. Here comes Florida trying to throw some hits. Boston's going to try the other side. Clifton comes around. It does get out, but Stahl stops it just outside the blue line. Going to play it back across. Computer jokes, since you work in software, have you ever had code? Very nice, Triton. Very nice. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Here comes Forsling trying to back it up. Panthers, driven from behind into the boards. No call. Slow to get up is the Panther player. He gets up now. I think it was Lundell. Lundell picks up the puck. He's going to flip this one out. He got absolutely smoked from behind into the boards, and there was no call. Florida going to strip this away, going to play it down was Barkov, and he loses it inside the zone. Boston playing up. Here comes Duclair. Duclair, he would love to score to make up for that horrific goal that he gave up shorthanded. Here comes the Bees on the flight again. Cross pass back, one-timer, and that's going to go just wide. Lyon got a piece of it, I think. All the way out, Boston circling around with the puck. Coming in, and that's going to be I think, an icing call against Boston. This is going to come all
Let's
the way back.
go.
Justin coming in with the subscribe. Justin, thank you so much for being part of the channel. We appreciate it. If you haven't yet hit that like button, smash that like. Let's see if we can get it up to 150 likes by the end of the stream. XY, good to see you. Welcome in. And of course, if you are new and this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We got lots of playoff hockey coming up over the next month and a half. Here's Stahl off the faceoff. He's going to take a shot. That gets blocked in the corner. Florida's going to roll this across the front of the net. Goes in the far side. Boston going to get it out. Florida has to tag up because they put the puck right back in. And Pasternak, he turns the puck over in the neutral zone. Barkov is going to play this back. Stahl setting it up. Gives it to Montour. Montour, pass up to the blue line. Look out. Barkov spinning around. He's being watched very closely. Barkov going to chip this one in. Knocked down by the Bruins. Bruins had to be very careful. Almost took a too many men on the ice penalty. Here's Stahl. He had to come in and play it. Marchand is going to hook him up. Long pass Montour. That's going to be tipped to Chuck. Missed it. This is going to be an icing call on the Panthers. Come all the way back to the Panthers territory. Back and forth action. This game is picking up as Florida taking the lead 3-2 in the early moments of this third period. And this has been great hockey. Both teams have settled down. The chippiness, for the most part, has slowed up and stopped. These guys are playing hockey to win. Sammy, I'm ordering another Panther goal for you, a la carte menu. All right, Theo, we'll take it. Off the a la carte menu. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, Barkov, Krejci in the faceoff. Let's get it going, Panthers. Let's put another one. It's a scramble draw. Barkov going to play it to Tkachuk. Tkachuk, he's going to feed it out. Verhaeghe flying down the right side, trying to pick it up. Cannot get there. McAvoy got there first. He's so fast, but they steal it at the line. Here it comes. Pass to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe scores! Yeah! Verhaeghe puts that one in. Theo Sam Eagle ordering up from the a la carte menu, and it is Verhaeghe who delivers. Verhaeghe from Tkachuk just roofs it over Ullmark. Ullmark coming across. We said this in the earlier moments. To beat Ullmark, you got to get him to move laterally, and that's what Tkachuk did. He came across, fed it up on a platter for Verhaeghe. The 40-plus goal scorer during the regular season makes no mistake. Going upstairs as Ullmark comes across in the classic two-pad stack, but he just cannot catch up to it. So we got a cheer redeem. That means I got a cheer for the Bruins. Unbelievable. But we got a wave, so let's get the wave going. 3, 2, 1. Hey! Get the wave going. Boston now down by 2, 4-2, which I believe was somebody's prediction at second intermission. Here come the Panthers. They're going to play this one out. Hey, get the wave hands flooding. Where's Swayman? Swayman is sitting on the bench. There's no doubt about it. Ullmark is the starter. It's only 4 goals. They're not going to replace him now. Ullmark has been spectacular. Here's the Bruins trying to turn it around. They throw it down the ice into the corner. I think that's Bertuzzi there to pick it up. He's going to kick it around. He's met with a hit. Here comes Eric Stahl. Stahl's going to play 3-on-2. Here comes Florida rushing in. Sharp angle shot. That's going to go high and at a play. So nice defensive setup there for Boston on the 3-and-2. They would not let Florida get by. So Florida did not have a choice but to take that sharp angle shot. What great effort moving back and forth. Mike, what's going on? This first round has been brutal on the home teams. Certainly has. Suave, what's going on? Boston needs to tighten up. No, I happen to like when Boston plays a little loosey-goosey. gives Florida that opportunity. What a big turnaround. Dallas scores while Minnesota Wild are on the PP. Oh yeah, I got to check. I forgot that game started. So overtime is underway. It's still tied 3-3. Dallas goes up 1-0 over Minnesota. And of course, that game went to double OT last time. It was Roop Hines, his second of the playoffs, to put the Stars up 1-0. and that game is still fairly early on. Oh boy, everybody just breathe. Of course, Rangers always make the right. Yes, they do. Oh, Dave, I didn't even tell you in my playoff pool. So I do my playoff draft. We went through. I took a couple Rangers just for you, and they proved to be very successful. We took Chris Kreider in game number one, or not in game number one, but we took Chris Kreider and we got Tarasenko. Those are the two Rangers we have on our team. Kreider, of course, with 2 goals, one of those being the game winner, was some good points, and Tarasenko putting in the goal was exceptional. So thank you for your Rangers having a big first game. They kept us going. Alex, what's going on? Let's go Panthers. There it is. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Where is it? Nope, that's the wrong side. There it is. The scarf is too damn big. There it is. Panthers. Let's go. And of course, we'll break it out. Let's go Panthers. This has been an awesome game. This series is going to be one of the best series of the first round. I've been saying that for a while. Boston is getting lots of opportunities. Lyon has been the difference maker for the Panthers. He has been absolutely exceptional. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome in. Paul Maurice, serious look. We know Boston's going to come out hard, and here they come, 2-on-2. Boston, Marchand carrying it all the way up. He's going to circle back. Stolen by Barkov, going to flip it ahead, and Marchand there to intercept. There's still 12 minutes to go, so anything can happen in this game. Even though it's 2 goals, Boston can score in bunches, so Florida has to be careful. Here's a centering pass, intercepted. Here comes Listerainen. Listerainen flying down. He's got 2 men with him. Is he going to drop it? No, he's going to take the shot. Should have passed it over to Barkov. Back to the point. Florida, Forsling, going to roll this one down around. Barkov is going to let it go by. Pinching on the other side is Ekblad. He's going to get it in. Barkov's going to throw a hit. He's tied up. Here comes Listerainen in to help out. He's going to take a bump. Marchand is waiting there for the puck. Listerainen is fighting for it. Here comes Boston. They're going to get it out across. Comes over to DeBrusque. He's going to play it up. All the way down. Florida goes back to pick it up. And we got a whistle coming up. What was the whistle for? Face-off going to be in the Florida zone. Not exactly sure what this whistle was. We'll have to see exactly what happened. So unbelievable. Triton, speaking of Triton, did you share your news with the Bear Shark since you told everybody on the face of the planet except for me? Did you share the news with the Bear Shark? 10 p.m. Darn Timmy's closed. I'm a stranger. Nice. Carolina wins it in OT. Carolina going up 2-0. Let's see who the OT winner was. Here's a hand pass going to be called, and there's Bertuzzi after the whistle. Bertuzzi cross-checks the Florida player down, and that's going to cause a huge scrum. Bennett's going to jump in. Is there going to be a penalty here? Jesper Fast, he's going to get the OT winner from the other stall in Burns. So Bertuzzi should get a penalty here for sure for cross-checking after the whistle. Yes, Bear Shark knew too. Just you didn't. I figured as much. So Pasternak and Kachuk, they came face to face, talking about their favorite Italian dishes. Bertuzzi's going to go for sure. He laid the first cross-check after the whistle. So Bennett, he was kind of going up. Bertuzzi stole it from Verhaeghe. So he gives a shot. Bennett, of course, after getting shoved from behind, he goes right after Bertuzzi. So are they going to send Bennett as well and send this as another 4-on-4? We'll have to see what the officials call out of this little scrum. That's one thing Florida has to do, is when there's a cross-check, when a play like this happens, you have to just walk away, take the initial penalty call. So instead of it being a Florida Panther power play, it's now a 4-on-4 situation. So I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Okay, here we go. Florida Panthers, Boston Bruins. It's 4-2. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Bruins trying to get things set up. arranging things for the 4-on-4. Again, make sure your stream has the live button in red. Make sure you're not watching us 15, 20, 30 seconds behind. Make sure you're caught all the way up and that you're live. Puck is dropped. It's a scramble draw. Florida is going to come away with it. Barkov in the corner. Barkov going to come away. Long pass across. Here's Mark Stahl. He's going to take the shot. He hits the water bottle. Oh, I thought that hit the water bottle inside the net. It hit the post and just kind of popped up in a funny way. Sorry, off the crossbar. Barkov going to steal it right back. Here comes Florida again. They're going to put it in the corner. Oh, there's a kind of a tackle. Barkov, he's going to take a hit. He's being held up, trying to kick it. He can't get his stick free. The Boston player has his arm. McAvoy has his arm in holding the stick around in front of the official, still holding it. And he finally lets him go. Come on, ref. Terrible. Here comes Boston up the middle. They're going to kick it free. Florida's going to get this out and down the ice. That is a terrible call. You can't allow that. If Boston was to go and score, that would be atrocious. Here comes Boston, going to bring it in. Kicking it over. Boston has some room. Quick shot. That gets blocked. Ekblad goes down hard. Back on his feet, trying to get back in the play. Boston has the puck in the corner. Going to get it out. Here's Tkachuk. Tkachuk coming with it. There's another tackle behind the net as Boston and Florida getting tied up. This is very bad news for Florida. Aaron Ekblad took a shot hard off the ankle. He was in serious pain trying to get off the ice. He's right now on the end of the bench. It looks like he could be going to the room, trying to keep an eye on the bench as the camera pans by. Florida has it down in the Boston zone. Here come the Bruins. He's still bent over on the bench, but he's on the bench. Pasternak with it. He's carrying it around. There's a Boston player dumped. The official's just letting everything go. Florida steals the puck. Here's Listerainen. Listerainen's going to play it ahead. Here's Lundell. Lundell putting a nice move. He's going to take a sharp angle shot. Misses, and that's going to come all the way down and around the ice. Lyon out to stop it. The 4-on-4 is over. We're back to 5-on-5 with 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in this hockey game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit it. Give it a click. Make sure you join us all playoffs long. Here's Florida out in front. Verhaeghe again. What a save. What a save. Somehow Verhaeghe making a move, and the full big frame of Linus Ullmark kicks the pads out and robs Verhaeghe of his second of the game. Verhaeghe with it in the corner, trying to move around. Come on. All the way down the ice. Here's Forsling turning and coming right back into the Boston zone. Going to play this around. Florida is put up to another level right now. They are playing great hockey. Here's Boston in a steal. Boston getting a move, deking around the Florida player, but he's backed up by Forsling. Gets it up to Barkov. Barkov, long pass. Listerainen. He's going to come in. He's trying to make a move. He gets by Lindholm. Puts it around in the corner. Reinhardt coming. He can't get there. Here's Barkov on the other side. Barkov coming around. This is fast and furious now. Listerainen continues to put it in. This line has been eating the Bruins alive with great puck possession. Here's a long pass all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call with 7:34 left to go in the third period. Unbelievable. Wow, what action. This has just been crazy. Great end-to-end action. Boston with chances, Florida with chances. Ekblad hurt. He's kind of working out his foot on the bench. If you've ever played the game of hockey before at any level and you've taken a shot off the ankle, you know how much that stings. So when you get up to this level, multiply that by a few. So Ekblad in a serious amount of discomfort on the bench. Fast and furious Boston. Back to the point. Panthers win the draw. Teeing it up. Montour with a shot. And another goal as Ullmark misses it. Holy cow. Montour scores for Florida. Oh my gosh. And our system is stalling. Our computer is stalling with all this work. All the stalls playing on the Panthers is stalling the computer. Momentarily, the Panthers goal horn is going to pop up. But that's okay as we get the color wheel spinning around. Maybe I should close some windows. Maybe that's the problem. but it will pop up and it'll get going as we wait it out. 5-2 Panthers as Allmark just completely misses it. He's looking, he gets the glove up, but he misses it, and in it goes. So 3. Told you it was going to pop up. 3-goal third period for the Panthers. They are up 5-2. Wow, is Sam going to be right? Panthers will knock out Boston. Sam gets a yay. Panthers scored again. Wave and a shimmy. Wave and a shimmy. All right, let's get the wave going, and then we'll get the shimmy. 3, 2, 1. Hey, the curse of the cup. The curse of the cup. Let's go, Panthers. Shimmy it up, Panthers. Shimmy it up. There we go. 6:45 to go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Let's get it going again. What a game. Coming in front, Lions going to grab that one and hang on to it as Pasternak took a little swipe at the goaltender on the drive-by. I told you, Dave. The Panthers in Boston tied the regular series. If any team could dethrone the President Cup champions, it was the Panthers of Florida. Unbelievable. They're going to a commercial break. If you're just brand new and you're rolling in and you're like, what on earth did I stumble across? First of all, welcome. Second of all, my name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience, where every hockey game is an experience. So thank you for stopping by and checking us out. We appreciate it. We're going to be here all playoffs long. Tomorrow night, we got the Panthers. Not the Panthers, that's tonight. Tomorrow night, we got the Leafs and the Lightning. Saturday night, we got the Leafs and the Lightning. Sunday night, we got the Oilers and the LA Kings. That Oilers-Kings game we did the other night was bonkers. It was off the wall, incredible. So we're going to do that again. It's going to be tons of fun. We're going to set up a bunch more streams coming. We'll have more Oilers. We'll have more Panthers. We're going to try and mix it up. Depending on the nights, we might see some Rangers in action. You never know. Maybe some Seattle. Seattle, we didn't even talk about the Kraken making history with their first playoff goal, their first playoff win. And oh yeah, the Kraken defeats the Colorado Avalanche in game 1. So there's lots of craziness going on around the league for these playoffs. So make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let this be your home for NHL playoff action. Hagrid, what's going on? Anybody actually here? Lots of people actually here, my friend. Tons of people here hanging out, all 250 of us. But thanks for coming in and hanging out. The experience is having Mr. Personality calling the games. I try. Oh, this is awesome. We are having some fun here today because the Panthers are winning. It's nice to see a winning team. There it is, Jonathan bringing up the Kraken. That's right. The legend has awoken. What a hockey game this has been. 5-2. That's right. This is the game. The game of games. The Panthers. They outplayed Boston in the first game. Boston scored some lucky goals. The Panthers absolutely delivering today. Montour's second goal puts the Panthers up. The Cats, the hunt is on. Boston back in their own zone. They're going to play this around. Trying to work their way up. I'll be a little bit more, I'll be a little more impartial, shall we say. Playing this around. Panthers have it again down low in the Boston territory. Coming around. Listerainen, he's going to get bumped. Gives it around. Reinhardt's going to get there, picking it up. Reinhardt holding it against the boards. Orlov in there. Here comes Zaka to help him out. Listerainen coming in as well. Pinned up against the boards. The clock is ticking. Boston digging it out. Reinhardt, I think he's standing on the puck right now. Finally, it comes free. Listerainen's going to chip it around. He has it behind the net. Throws it back to the point. Mark Stahl. Point to point. It's going to be thrown towards the net. Chipped in front. Here's Bennett. And he's going to make a nice shot. Still with it. Bennett behind the net. What an impact he's had tonight returning to the lineup. Carrying this around. Getting it back to the point. Oh, it comes out. They just could not keep it in. Montour let it hopped over his stick. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. 5 minutes to go. Oh boy. And a New York Ranger fan for life. What's going on? The Panthers are just pouring it on now. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we got an icing call against the Panthers, so this is going to come all the way back. Just like your Rangers with a great game yesterday. Thank you, Haggard. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glad you found us and chose to come in and hang out for a little bit. Of course, if you missed it at intermission, we had a little bit of trivia going on. That was a ton of fun. So we got a goalie poll. Boston with 5 minutes left, pulling the goaltender. And so it's a 6-on-5 situation. 4:57 left to go. Boston has time. They need some quick goals, so they're pulling the goaltender now. Off the draw, Florida's going to chip this out. It's curling. It's not going to get there. Here comes Florida. Stolen. Lundell, he's going to throw it towards the net. That's going to go just wide. Lundell still in on the forecheck. McAvoy with the puck. Here comes Boston. On the way up the spread. They're going to dump it up the middle. Tip. No, and the ref's going to call that an icing call. So this is going to come all the way down. Boston's going to have to put the keeper of the twine back in. Thank you, subscriber, hitting that subscribe button. Much appreciated. 24 subs away from 6K. Oh boy, it's coming. It's coming. I can't believe it. They could have 10 players on the ice. It still wouldn't help. Look at that, Terry. Jonathan moves up into second place now in the top leaderboard. Terry's still leading the way. Colin is up there. Makar up there. Dallas is up there. Ooh, thank you. It's tea time. Tea time, as Don Cherry says. Except in my case, it's actually tea time. Alex, how's it going? We played with so much heat this game. Or the heart, not heat. So much heart this game. Yeah, it's crazy. Or it's been an awesome game for the Panthers. 4 minutes to go. Panthers have it down in the Boston zone. They're just trying to eat up some time right now. Here come the Bruins. They get it to the line. Not out. Florida puts it right back in. It's going to roll on the goaltender, and he's going to have to hang on to that one. So Allmark stops that one. The Kings and Oilers game coming up at 10:20. Oh, I guess after this game, when this game wraps up, they're going to switch their coverage over to the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. That game is just getting underway. Of course, the Kings taking the first game of the series in overtime. That was a lot of fun calling that game. We're going to do the Oilers and Kings again on Sunday, which I believe will be game 4. Right when I got to sleep. I know, Hagrid. That's the problem with the West Coast games. You'll want to watch them so bad, but they go so late. The Dallas-Minnesota game last time going into double OT was crazy. That's not going to be the case right now. Dallas is up 2-0 in that game. Their goals from Rope Hines and Tyler Sagan from Robertson and Hiskinainen. So 2-0 Dallas. Minnesota's only had 4 shots so far in that game. So we'll keep track. We'll keep our eye on the scoreboard as we go, making sure everybody's up to date on all the games. This is what I get for cheering for a Leafs loss. There you go, Johan. That's right. You cheer against my Leafs and my Panthers come out and play the spoilers. Blair, what's going on? There it is. Florida getting it done tonight. Oh, we're getting a cheer. Lucas dropping the cheer. We're going to have to cheer for Boston when they come back from the commercial break. Now, we did have a request to open some more of the Tim Hortons Legends hockey cards, but we're all out. So we're going to go stock up tomorrow. We're going to pick up some more packs and we'll crack those up during the Leaf game tomorrow. Trip Billy, what's going on? Welcome in. Dan, how's it going? How far will the Leafs go? Well, Dan, I still think the Leafs are going to take down the Lightning, even after the ridiculousness we saw last night. I still think the Leafs are going to take it. Was that a freeze I saw? There we go. Got the freeze going on. Boston with the puck. They're going to put it in. Florida back to pick it up. Trip, I hope you're doing well. We saw Josh in here last night. Nice to see him as well. Bruins going to play this one up, getting around Verhaeghe. Here comes Boston, 3.5 to go. Boston bringing it in. We're waiting for the goaltender to come out of the net, and there he goes. Allmark leaves the net. It's an empty net for the Bruins. Back to the point. Bruins going point to point, setting it up in front. And Florida's going to just get the shaft on the puck and knock it out. They're going to go change it up. Boston bringing it right back in. 3:11. Time ticking away. Boston in the corner. Florida trying to get it out. They're hacking at it. It's in the corner, trying to dig it out. Comes out behind the net. Bertuzzi with it. He's going to play it back to the point. Stopped. Lindholm brings it right back. Taking a look. Boston with, again, behind the net. I think it's Taylor Hall. He's going to fall. Here's Reinhart. He can't get it out. Florida picking it up again. He's going to be taken heavily. Luosterainen heavily into the boards. Finally, Florida gets it down the ice, and it just misses the net. Boston goes to pick it up. It is an icing call. So this is going to come all the way back down into the Florida Cat territory. Great job on the likes, everybody. Awesome job. We passed our goal of 150. Excellent work. Jade, welcome back in. I scored a goal on 3-on-3 hockey. Nice, man. Congrats. That's awesome. Lucas, you know it. We will be right back here for the Leafs and the Lightning tomorrow. I think it's a 7 o'clock start tomorrow. So we will be live at 6:55. Here's Marchand fighting to get it through. Florida steals it. Florida, Luosterainen. He's going to come in and put it in the empty net. Luosterainen. What a great game he's had. Florida's going to put that one up 6-2. So for everybody watching who was going bananas yesterday about the Leafs getting shut down 6-3 against Tampa Bay, the Florida Panthers are taking it to the Boston Bruins. 6-2 is the score right now. And Florida has done it almost all at even strength. Florida is 0 for 2 on the power play. They've only had 2 power plays. So for all of those that said Toronto is done, they're washed out because Tampa Bay scored 7 goals, which, by the way, 4 of Tampa Bay's goals were on the power play. Do any of those people in here tonight say Boston is done? Boston is washed up? I don't think so. So just saying. Frederick is getting mixed up now with some of the Panthers. This is going to get a little chippy now, trying to set expectations for the next game. Yeah, it was 7-3 during the Leafs and Lightning game, but I'm saying this is 6-2, right? So it's pretty much the same. And again, 4 of those goals Tampa Bay scored on Toronto were on the power play. Florida Panthers have scored all 6 goals tonight, not on the power play. They've only had 2 power play goals. So for those of you that want to say Toronto is washed up, Toronto is lousy, would you say the same thing against Boston tonight? I don't think so. Just putting it in perspective. But I'm one of those people that was not happy with Toronto, but I wanted to put it in perspective. Off the face-off, the linesman takes a hard spill. Comes down around to Allmark. Thank you for whoever just hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Behind the net, Florida tipping it in front. Under 2 minutes to go. Under 2 minutes to go. Coming all the way down the ice. In the corner, Gudas. He's going to touch it up, but Stahl is lying on the ice. Stahl is starting to get up. Hathaway is coming in there. Everybody's kind of pushing and shoving. Eric Stahl is finally getting up off the ice. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Refs gave the Devils a goal, or it was a Rangers shutout. Exactly. So Stahl is just saying that's effing BS. Paul Maurice is up in arms. He just told somebody where to go. So Eric Stahl takes an elbow. Who I couldn't see the number. Who was it? Nosek. Who was it? Somebody elbowed Eric Stahl in the head. So is that player going to get a 3-game suspension like Bunting did for elbowing? The refs are having a conversation. So Eric Stahl, who is that? I can't see. I want to see the other replay to see who it was that elbowed Eric Stahl. So they're having a linesman. Are they going to call a match penalty? Eric Stahl is livid. His lip is cut. He's bleeding. So he takes the elbow to the head. I expect whoever elbowed him to get a 3-game suspension. You've now set that expectation by suspending Bunting 3 minutes for elbowing to the head. So let's see what it's going to be. Unless it's Frederick. If it's Frederick, don't suspend him because I have him in the hockey pool. So it's Nosek with the right elbow. The right elbow comes to Eric Stahl's head. So Nosek, if we follow consistency here, should get a 5-minute match penalty and a 3-game suspension because that's what the NHL has now established. 10-minute misconduct. So nothing to Nosek for the elbow. Nothing to Nosek for the elbow. Hathaway gets a 10-minute misconduct for his activities afterwards. So Michael Bunting throws an elbow, gets a match penalty and a 5-minute major and a 3-game suspension. Here, Eric Stahl takes an elbow to the head from Nosek, and there's not even a 2-minute penalty. This is the problem with the game today. You just called a suspension on a player for elbowing to the head. Here is an elbow to the head. So we'll see tomorrow. Is he going to be suspended? I doubt it because he's Boston. That's what we were talking about. Ridiculous. Thank you hitting that subscribe button, putting us to 78, 79. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, getting closer. 21 away. Thank you all so much. I hope you'll come back tomorrow during the Leaf game. We're going to have a lot of fun. Paul Maurice is having a conversation with the official. There it is. 80 on the board. 59-80. Thank you so much. The series will get dirty. It's going to get even dirtier. Exactly. Is it? Can anybody confirm? It's still Mustache Man controlling the player safety board? Handlebar guy? The Stash? Does he still have the Stash? I can't even think of his name now. I just call him the Stash. So here we go. 144 to go in this game. The game getting really chippy here in the closing moments. Playing it around. There should be a power play for Florida because of the elbow, but there's not. So Florida's coming out. They're throwing some huge hits. They're going to play this out in the middle of the zone. Florida just needs to control their temper. Coming around in the corner. Boston trying to pick it up. Coming out. Peros, player safety officer. Yeah. Player safety joke. Peros. Peros, I hope you're watching. Quick shot in Boston scores. It trickles through the legs of Lyon. Hall getting the goal. So Racco Gudis now, and here comes Clifton. Clifton getting in there. Everybody's jumping on everybody. Here's Nick Foligno shoving Cousins. Cousins is going to whack Foligno. Foligno is going after Cousins. Everybody has a dance partner. Foligno grabs Cousins around the throat. So linesmen are breaking them up. Everybody's jawing and talking now. The goal doesn't really matter.
Let's
and
go.
Again, it should have been a penalty. The goal should never taken place because Boston should be on the penalty kill right now.
Let's go.
I remember when Fred Flintstone got hit on the head, he wanted to call Frederick. Thank you, L, for the subscribe. Appreciate it. So Foligno's gone. He's tossed. I'm sure Gudas will be tossed as well. So Forbert was coming in. Oh, the camera turned too quickly. So Lyon just missed it. He squeezed the legs, but it somehow trickled through. So Taylor Hall gets the goal. And again, Cousins and Foligno are shoving at each other. Cousins is going to whack Foligno. Foligno comes right back at Cousins, kind of grabs him around the throat. Gudas is in there. He's going at it. Clifton comes in. White comes in. Mahara's just kind of standing in the middle. He's looking for someone to get. He's going to grab Taylor Hall. The two of them are like, hey, let's just hang out over here for a little bit. So Kachuk is talking with the officials. So Hall gets the goal. Again, it doesn't make a difference at this point.
So these last couple of minutes are taking eternity to play.
1:10 left in the game. This is all jockeying to set the tone for the next matchup. Mark Stahl and Marchand still jawing a little bit. So Paul Maurice just said something about effing players on the ice. There's a lot of four-letter words coming out of Paul Maurice's mouth right now. So a bunch of penalties going up on the board. Gudis gets a 10-minute penalty. Forbert gets a 10-minute penalty. So really it doesn't do anything. They just throw a couple players out, but the game is going to continue.
Last minute of play in this period.
So here we go. Last minute of play. Bertuzzi can't keep it in. This is going to come out over the line. Less than a minute to go. 6-3 is the score. Here comes Clifton. He's going to put this one down in the corner. Taking a shot. Line is going to steer this. And there's a hook. Almost pulled Ekblad off his feet. Good to see Ekblad back on the ice. Again, Boston, every time they skate near a Florida player, is throwing a slash, a hook, or something. Never read lips. That's right, Freak Shown. You never know what you're going to see. Here it comes around. Going to play this down. Sounds like you calling a game. That is true. 20 seconds to go. Frederick is going to step in a stall. Stall kind of waiting around there. Bertuzzi. Oh, there's Bertuzzi. Who was that? Bertuzzi and Nick Cousins. They're really slashing at each other. Here's another two. Headlocks going in the corner. Everybody's sticks are up in the faces. Headlocks galore. 3, 4, 5 cross checks. No call. Bertuzzi has a headlock on Cousins. He has him in a sleeper hold. He puts him down on the ice. Check the arm, ref. See if he's okay. Cousins' helmet come off and he's going nuts. Bertuzzi, you cheap mother. Here's Fedoruk. He's throwing punches with Lundberg. They have their gloves off. If you want to fight, drop your gloves. Frederick and Lundberg are wrestling down to the ice. Did they not learn? If you're going to fight, you got to drop the gloves. With 3 seconds left in the game, this is just setting the tone. My God.
Because that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Oh, gosh. Well, Boston, there's only one thing to say. It is game over. Florida takes this one with 3 seconds left. Florida's going to take this one 6-3. Montour smiling on the bench. This is just so what started it all? Bertuzzi. Oh, this was in the last game. Bertuzzi pulled the stick out of Cousins' hands, takes it on the Boston bench, and then breaks it. And here, Bertuzzi and Cousins, they're still going at it. Cousins skates away. Here comes Bertuzzi with a cross check to the back. And then he kind of jumps on his back, puts him in a sleeper hold, and takes him down. So, Paul Maurice is what he'd like to say to the officials. And at this point, the officials are just going to run the clock and let it go because this is already getting out of hand. Game is over. Florida Panthers win. Let's go back to the opening screen. Florida Panthers win 6-3 in what a ridiculous game by the cheap Boston Bruins. And I'm sorry, Boston, if you're a Boston Bruins fan, you have to admit the way Boston played in the last 5 minutes there was absolutely disgusting. And I hope if they continue that, they get knocked out because that was ridiculous. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are the stats for this game. Shots on net, 37 for Boston, 30 for Florida. Florida wins it in the face-off circle, 54% to 46%. 0 for 2 Panthers on the power play, 1 for 4 goes Boston. 29 hits for the Panthers, 31 for Boston. So Boston just takes over the hit parade. 14 block shots for the Panthers, 12 for the Bruins. The Bruins also with 15 giveaways. Your goal scorers in this game: Sam Bennett from Tkachuk, Brad Marchand, from Nosek, Eric Stahl from Cousins, Bertuzzi from Zaka and Orlev. Then it was the Florida train: Montour from Reinhart and Barkov, Verhaeghe from Tkachuk, Montour from Cousins and White, Listerinen, and then Hall from Forbert and Foligno. And the one thing we have to do for this game, where is it?
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
The 3 stars for tonight's game. Thank you for the subscribe. I think the third star of the game, we got to give it to Alex Lyon. Lyon was absolutely incredible today. He did a great job. Star number 2, who do we give it to? We're going to give it to Brandon Montour. Montour, the defense, with 2 goals tonight, +2, 2 shots on net, 2 hits in 22 minutes of play. And the first star, I think we're going to give it to your leader on this team. Well, he's not really the leader because he's not the captain, but we're going to give it to Matt Tkachuk. Matt Tkachuk with a great game, 2 assists, 2 points, +1, 2 penalty minutes, 2 shots on net, 2 hits, 1850 minutes on the ice. Plus, he was standing up for all his teammates. Great game for Tkachuk. And a big welcome back to Sam Bennett, who comes back with a goal, +2. And hang on, here's a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. The Oilers coming in. Great save. Shorthanded the Oilers. So that is your goal scorer. That is the stats of this game. The other games, it's 2-1 Dallas over Minnesota, 4-3 Carolina won in overtime. And for Edmonton, LA, it is currently 1-0 Edmonton. And your goal scorer was Derek Ryan from Leon Draisaitl. And this game is going to continue. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, hanging out, and watching along. Curtis Joseph, welcome in. Nice job, Cats. Nick, how's it going? Panthers win in 7. I'm with you. Olympia, how's it going? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thanks, everyone, for being here. This was a lot of fun. Hey, where's your star? Bear Shark, you're always a star, my friend. But thank you for being here. All the mods, great job. Appreciate it. You've done an amazing job. All the new people who came in and subscribed and took part in the channel, hit the like. We appreciate you. We will be back tomorrow night for the Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Come hang out. That's going to be a fun matchup. Plus, we're almost at 6K. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your colleagues, come check us out. Give them the link to the channel. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Until tomorrow, have a great sleep, because we'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody.
Next time on the Samwelb12 Experience.